Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 405 live. And present, past, future in unison. We will forever be the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. We are the Archiverse TV. Welcome to WCW Starrcade. Tonight we continue our Halloween Havoc Fallout week. And boy, do we have a smoking hot card tonight. We have more champions being put to the test. We have raging rivalries rearing their ugly heads. It is going to be a smoking hot night of action in the WCW ring. The squared circle is going to be ablaze. But before we get there, we do have some dirt sheets to check out. We're going to, of course, have some Between the Ropes list later on with the great Glenola. I believe Boss Apollo is busy this evening. He will not be joining us on the broadcast tonight, but I believe he will be lurking at some point in the chat with the rest of you all. But in the meantime, we are simply waiting for the great Glenola. He's going to, of course, be taking care of some post-show business of his own before joining show number 2 of the evening, the Archiverse TV. We are now live, though, episode number 405. It's kind of weird to say that. It really feels like we were just gearing up to celebrate 400. We're already at 405. We already just had a pinnacle show, and Halloween Havoc was smoking hot. My God, was it awesome. Fallout has already been absolutely crazy so far. Tonight, I'm sure it'll just continue to add fuel to the fire. And, of course, we're on road to our next big stream preview of 2022. This time, however, it is going to be over at the Shark Tank on YouTube as we have our very first YTD Academy stream preview. And that stream preview is going to be a tribute to the troops. YTD Academy style. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you're there. You don't want to miss that. And, of course, after that, the final show of this year is another milestone for the Archiverse. It is going to be our second annual Archiverse Slammiversary stream preview, and that is going to be a thrill ride. The final show of the year, and we are going to rock into the new year. It is going to be a tough show to beat because we are going to raise the bar and tear down the building. We're not just going to burn down the roof. We're not just going to burn down the establishment. We're going to tear it down, demolish it, destroy it. Nobody's ever going to top it. But anyways, dirt sheets to tend to. That is what we're going to do right now before we get into the show. And I'm going to just have a look here right now and see what's crack-a-lackin' in the world of pro wrestling. So here's something from about 7 hours ago from Wrestling Headlines. And it says, this is published by Joey G. It says, WWE has interest in bringing back another former women's star. And actually, just give me a moment. I can open my dashboard real quick before we continue that article, so I know what's going on. I don't want to get, sideswiped with a swear jar or something. Not know what's going on. Know how you villains work. All right. So since Triple H took over WWE for Vince McMahon over the summer, the game has brought back a number of previously released talents, including Dakota Kai, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Bray Wyatt, Io Sky, Hit Row, and a number of other stars who weren't given a full chance under McMahon. Now fans can expect another name to be added to that list. According to Fightful Select, WWE is looking to bring back Tegan Nox, who was released from the company roughly 1 year ago. In that time, Nox has not wrestled much as she's been dealing with visa issues in that time. She was heavily featured in NXT when Triple H was still running the brand and was set for an even bigger push, but sustained a few injuries that put her on the shelf. Nox has feuded with current Women's Tag Team Champion Dakota Kai and worked with Shotzi. Two women who are now on the WWE main roster at the current time. How dare you? Already starting the villainy. Crondo. Of course it's Crondo. The very first night that the list is set back to 0, he's immediately causing villainy. Already trying to build that list that DC detests so much that the great Glenola, of course, helped her destroy. Froggy Moth Legs, what's going on? How dare you? Now, welcome in, guys. Welcome to episode number 405. WCW Starrcade. We got a smoking hot show, 9 matches. Wolfpack is busy tonight. I got to tell you, Wolfpack is a very busy faction tonight. Wait until you see the show this evening is smoking hot. Chrono says we didn't even get to do it. No, we didn't get to 200 because the Great Glenola exploded that list. Cursed it, he did. Froggy Moth Legs, that is not funny. Alright, anyway, so back to the list. Actually, that was the end of that article. So it looks like, Yeah, it looks like Tegan Knox is going to be making her way back. I mean, I'm okay with that. I like Tegan Knox. Booker T, now this is another WrestlingHeadlines.com. This is Andrew Raven's published article. It says Booker T says AEW fans don't care about wrestlers getting hurt. Now, he's of course talking about the average, WCW or AEW fan. He's not talking about all AEW fans. There's some of us that do care, and that's why a lot of the times we just simply stop watching the show when we think it's just, getting out of hand. And a lot of the times it is a chaotic mess over there. Way too many chefs in the kitchen, all battling over the same tools. It's crazy.
Yes, I agree. They love blood and people get it dropped in their head.
Yes, they apparently do. Chrono, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. That is exactly what seems to be the case. But anyways, I mean, I guess that kind of thing does have its fan base, but there are still some of us that do care about whether or not those wrestlers are being injured during the matches, and I happen to be one of them. I don't like a lot of what I see over in AEW, and people just keep getting put on the injured reserve list, so that's not a good thing, especially as a wrestling fan. You want to turn onto a product and watch their best wrestlers be able to perform at their best or be there at all, and if they're injured, that obviously isn't going to happen. So it's disappointing overall when you think about it. But anyways, Booker T discussed Hangman Adam Page suffering a concussion during his match with AEW World Champion Jon Moxley last week. The match ended earlier than scheduled as Page suffered a concussion and had to be stretchered out of the arena. Booker said on his latest Hall of Fame podcast that AEW's audience doesn't care about who gets hurt as long as they are entertained. The AEW fans, man, they don't care about those guys in the ring. They do not care about those guys working. Those guys could... they're nothing more than toys, video games for these guys. If they're not out there getting a "this is awesome" chant, they don't give a damn about these guys going out there getting hurt. They really don't.
Truth, Crondos.
And that was literally all there was to that article. But, I mean, I can't say I disagree with Booker T, to be fair. We don't need more Tyson Kids or Edges. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 2BF. Yes, indeed. We don't need that happening, and it's happening a lot over there. I mean, there's a lot of injured people. You know what I mean? It's not necessary. France with 2 L's opening the... Ooh, France with 2 L's beating everybody to the betting lines tonight. Holy hell. Good for you, France. Those are the vibes, man. Way to go. Appreciate you. Froggy says, Francis. It breaks my heart every time I remember. Yeah, well, Tyson Kidd was a promising talent, too, you know. He had a lot of potential. He did need to work on his microphone skills just a little bit, but, I mean, that would have ironed itself out. He was a fantastic in-ring worker. His body of work is well documented, so... But anyways, yeah, so that's... I mean, I agree with Booker T, and I think they need to really do something over there about... Well, a lot of things, actually, to be fair. But, here's something from Ringside News from about 5 hours ago. Sunil Joseph, Sami Zayn reacts to bloodline-breaking character on WWE SmackDown. So this week on SmackDown, Sami Zayn teamed up with Solo Sikoa to take on the Brawling Brutes. The match itself was pretty good, but the ending left more question than answers. During the closing moments of the match, things went wrong between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. Things didn't end there because the Bloodline needed to squash this fighting. Later on in the show, Roman Reigns then walked out and asked his stablemates to settle the differences right then and there. And while Sami Zayn apologized for whatever he had done to upset Jey Uso, the latter wasn't feeling the same way and refused to shake his hand. Jey Uso even said that he doesn't care what Roman Reigns wants. The statement caught Roman Reigns' attention, and he looked very angry. Sami then stepped in and said that Jey Uso had been reacting this way because he wasn't being very Usy. This statement from Sami Zayn brought a huge Usy chant from the crowd. The entire Bloodline, especially Jey Uso, found it very difficult to keep a straight face during the segment. Roman Reigns then warned Jey Uso that if he continues this path, then he will change Sami Zayn's name to Sami Uso. Oh, good God. Could you imagine if they did that for a while? Sami Zayn would be absolutely elated. We'd never hear the end of it. Sami Zayn also took to Twitter and posted a pic of Jey Uso covering his face as he cracked up. Sami also captioned the post by saying, "Everything is fine." With things heating up between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn, it'll be interesting to see if Roman Reigns will actually come good on his threat. Stay tuned for more updates as this story develops. You can check out those epic clips below if you actually checked out that article. So that's interesting. Made them break character right on SmackDown. I'll have to actually watch that video at some point. Looks like Emma returned to WWE on tonight's SmackDown, or, well, last night's SmackDown, actually. This is Saturday. So WrestlingHeadlines.com, and it is Mark Middleton, and says Emma has returned to WWE after being away for 5 years. Tonight, WWE SmackDown on FS1 from St. Louis saw SmackDown's Women's Champion Ronda Rousey issue an open challenge for her title. The challenge was accepted by Emma, a.k.a. Tennille Dashwood, but Rousey ended up retaining her title. The match went back and forth for several minutes, with Emma controlling a good amount of the bout. There's no word yet on if Emma is back with WWE full-time, but we will keep you updated. It was previously indicated that she may be back for more than just this match. Emma originally signed with WWE to work FCW in 2011. She underwent surgery, and then officially reported to FCW in June 2012. She worked WWE NXT until being called up to Raw in January of 2014, and eventually returned to NXT in January 2014 for a one-year run. Emma returned to the main roster in March 2016 and was released on October 29th, 2017. Emma has worked for ROH, Impact, and various indie companies since leaving WWE. She's a one-time former Knockouts World Tag Team Champion with Madison Rayne. So that's interesting. A 5-year absence, and back comes Emma. Here's something from RingsideNews.com. It's from about 2 hours ago. It looks like Dax Hardwood drops a heartfelt post about wanting one last run, and this is by Saksham Barch. So Dax Hardwood has come a long way since his days in WWE. Now he is part of the AEW roster and is one half of the team FTR. Dax Hardwood and Cash Wheeler's duo was formerly known as the Revival. However, after parting ways with WWE, they took on the name FTR. Hardwood recently shared a heartfelt reflection on the duo's career. Harwood took to Instagram to share a touching reflection on his career as one half of the tag team. The Revival, he thanked fans for their support and mentioned how grateful he is to have had the opportunity to list his dream of being a professional wrestler. In his post, Dax Harwood looked back on the Revival's journey from their humble beginnings to the time as one of the top tag teams in the wrestling industry. He explained the duo has worked hard to stand out in the wrestling world, and they are proud of their accomplishments. All we've ever wanted to do in life was be a professional wrestler. Height, body type, accent, life situations, we had all of it against us, and now we leave a body of work I think we can be proud of. When we started this journey in 2014, we tried to make sure we were always different from everyone else wrestling currently. We also wanted to work so hard that eventually we'd go down as one of the greatest tag teams to ever do it. I'm not sure if we have reached that, but we'll damn sure keep trying. Thank you all for going on this journey with us. Not sure where the next few years will take us, but I can't wait for one last run. As his top guys out. It should be noted that FTR has 1 year left on their AEW deals. Tony Khan is also not in the mood to let his talent go, especially if they're heading to WWE. Wheeler began wrestling around 2010 in the independent circuit. He eventually teamed up with Dash Wilder to form the Revival. The team quickly gained a following thanks to their old school style of wrestling and their impressive abilities. Although it is unclear what the future holds for FTR, Harwood is hopeful that they will get a solid one last run. Check out the post below if you happen to get onto that article.
FTR tried so hard to get out of WWE. Would be weird if they went back.
It would be weird if they went back after because they definitely went very far lengths to get out of WWE. But, I mean, weird or not, I would rather see them in WWE. I would rather see them in WWE. And you know what? They're not going to get hurt.
Fled from Vinnie Mac.
Yeah, they did. They fled from Vinnie Mac. Most people that left and or got released by Vinnie Mac and or because of Vinnie Mac are eventually going to make their way back because, the tides have changed. But FTR is not going to get hurt in WWE like they are going to eventually in AEW if they stay there. So, I don't know. But are you guys FTR fans? I'm a big FTR fan. Big FTR fan. The Revival, FTR, whatever you want to call them, they are fantastic. I, of course, knew them before they formed their tag team, but man, did they ever click. They work so well together, complement each other so well in that ring. Life is great. Welcome into episode number 405, WCW Starrcade Life. What's going on? What's doing exciting? So I went to a birthday party today dressed up in a fursuit because my friend's sister loves all things spooky and all children screamed when I walked in. Yeah, now those are the vibes. I like to hear shit like that. Got the kiddies a-wailing. Froggy Mothleg says, the cryptid strikes again. So here's something from 7 hours ago. Ringside News. Subajit Mukherjee. Val Venus drags The Rock's wrestling ability. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson needs no introduction when it comes to the pro wrestling world, as he is still regarded as one of the all-time greats. He's also a dominant force in Hollywood and brings huge star power to any film he acts in. That said, he didn't win over everyone with his in-ring ability. The Great One had a rocky start in WWE as fans simply rejected him. However, he persevered and became one of the biggest stars in the history of professional wrestling. While his promo skills are unquestionable, there are quite a few people who believe The Rock simply lacked wrestling skills. While speaking with Wrestling Shoot interviews, former WWE superstar Val Venus dragged The Rock's wrestling skills. He said, "Now, Rock, I would never go for advice on how to wrestle because, let's face it, Rock is not the best wrestler in the world. He does very basic things, but he's smart enough to make those things basic. Basic things like a rollover. The most ridiculous elbow drop on the face of the planet. The elbow drop sucks, but it's the best elbow drop going. The Rock was last seen in the 20th anniversary of Friday Night SmackDown back in 2019. We will have to wait and see whether he will be back in time for WrestleMania 39 or not, but the odds are we will see the Great One on WWE television. Okay, I think The Rock early on in his career wasn't the greatest of wrestlers and definitely overcompensated by utilizing the great promo skills and his intense in-ring ability and but he eventually became a good wrestler. I mean, we've all seen it even in the past 7 or 8 years. I mean, he came back after being gone for 7 years, and you could tell he'd put the work in and got ring ready and come back, and he actually showed everybody up, which was crazy at the time. Just showed everybody's lack of drive at that time period, really, for the most part. But yeah, he is a good wrestler. That's what I mean. Val Venus is, he's correct but not correct. It depends on when he's talking about, because like I said, The Rock eventually became quite a good wrestler in addition to everything else he was already good at. So am I going to sit and try to tell people he's one of the greatest wrestlers ever? No. Is he one of the greatest superstars ever? Oh, hell yeah. He's not one of the greatest wrestlers ever. No. Life says, I have not posted pictures of him. Pictures of who? Arson is a hell. Oh, your hound. How dare you make me read things? Golden Gamer, what's going on, Golden Gamer? Welcome on in. I actually stopped by your channel earlier today, but you were busy doing your thing. I lurked for a little while. I got busy doing some things during the daytime. You know how it goes. But yeah, I was there for a bit. How was the rest of your show? How was the rest of your stream? We need to get some shout-outs going on in here. Where's Joe Link? How dare he? Welcome in, the great Glenola. Appreciate you joining. Howdy. Welcome to episode number 405, sir. Can you get some shout-outs going? We need some shout-outs for Krondos, Life is Great, Froggy Mothlegs, Golden Gamer, France, a few people. Joe Link is lagging in his duties tonight. Rocky Maivia, not so much. Yes, exactly. Exactly, France. That's exactly what I'm talking about. When he was Rocky Maivia, even for a short period after, he was not very good at all, but he put his work in. He did what he needed to. He started getting better and better in the ring, adding more moves to his repertoire, adding more submission skills to his repertoire, other such things. Really, he did become one of the better wrestlers, but he'll never be considered one of the great wrestlers. Well, maybe to some people. Some people like him that much, they would say, oh, hey, yo, he's one of the best ever. People can't seem to differentiate best wrestler from best superstar. But how dare you shout out the Archerverse, Glenola? That is ghastly. Not funny. The villainy tonight, already, the first night of having no list of Archer, is ghastly. Alex and Draco? Is that what that says? Glenola? Is that how you read that?
Alex and Draco.
Andrico. We'll call him Alex. How you doing, Alex? Welcome into episode number 405 here at the Archerverse. WCW Starrcade's about to get underway. We're just going through our dirt sheets, seeing what's going on in the world of pro wrestling. How are you doing? Your time is up. My time is now. How dare you? All right. We want E. Archer. Somebody ban Krondos. Alright, so back to what I was doing here. Actually, I think I already finished that article. Yeah. I mean, I have to somewhat agree with Val Venus, but not completely agree with Val Venus, because The Rock did get quite good in the ring. there was one time he was better than most of the roster. When he came back after being gone for 7 years, he showed up even John Cena. I was actually disgusted by that too, by the way, simply because it really did show the lack of drive wrestlers had back then to try and get to the next level. That's why right there, that whole period of time, 6, 7 years, whatever it was, that's why our titles lost all their prestige for so long in pro wrestling, especially in the WWE. It was crazy. The Rock, gone 7 years making movies, comes back and shows up the whole roster. That was gross. Ghastly. But anyway. Oh, look at this. Shayna Baszler explains why she didn't betray Ronda Rousey. This Ringside News. Saskin Barch again. So Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey recently reunited on WWE SmackDown. Their friendship predates their arrival in the WWE, and to be honest, they should be a tag team. I just had to stop there and say that. They should be a tag team. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler as a tag team is fucking badass, and I don't know how they haven't already thought of that. But anyway.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. How dare you? Who said no? I'm bringing up my dashboard. I'm going to ban a motherfucker tonight. I swear to Christ. Who said that? Krondos, how dare you?
Please no.
Yes, absolutely. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey as a tag team would be fantastic and entertaining to watch. How dare you? Where's Woozy when you need him? Woozy, how dare you be absent? All right. So, anyways, their friendship predates their arrival in WWE, and the company has been teasing their on-screen alliance as of late. Oh, they have been teasing their on-screen alliance. I was like, okay, well, I stand corrected. Baszler recently explained why she didn't betray Rousey. The Queen of the Spades responded to a fan on Twitter on why she didn't turn on Rousey and take her title. She said she doesn't consider success of her friends a shadow. I don't know what kind of friend you are, but I don't consider the success of my friends a shadow, she said in a tweet. Ronda Rousey and Baszler shared a hug during a backstage segment after Rousey successfully defended her SmackDown Women's Championship against a returning Emma. The Queen of Spades also congratulated her friend on the win. Baszler ended her alliance with Natalya, who interrupted their reunion. Rousey has previously said she wants WWE to give her good friend Shayna Baszler a much better push. Since Triple H took charge as Chief Creative Officer, Baszler has been used more frequently than before. Baszler and Rousey's reunion has opened the possibility of the two forming an alliance moving forward. Take that, Krondos. How dare you again? We'll have to wait and see what WWE has planned for their future. Stay tuned to Ringside News for more updates. We will, of course, do that.
Actually, France with 2 L's and Krondos have a good point. You know, as a tag team, there's no legitimate reason they should ever lose. So when they lose, they're going to lose credibility.
No, they won't. That's like saying the Brothers of Destruction lose credibility to what they've done and the body work they put in because they've lost matches. Well, guess what? Not only have they lost tag team matches, they've lost singles competitive matches, and they were doing it long before they were big. So I completely disagree with that. Sorry. Ixnay. I mean, every tag team loses. They didn't lose any credibility.
To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type.
Well,
right.
I'm just going by, with the way that things have been booked, which...
I mean, you're not wrong.
H,
they will do that. Technically, you're not wrong. They probably are going to do that. They probably are going to push them as unstoppable. But to lose credibility, that's never going to happen. Unless they really drop the ball on it somehow and mess the whole thing up, then that could happen. It's potential. There is possibility for that, but
the new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 411, the number to win a YTD champion.
Well, I mean, that doesn't happen. It doesn't matter if they're MMA fighters or not.
YTD submission champion.
Who's that sexy devil? Krondos wants to know who the sexy devil is. Basically, he wants everybody to go look at the YTD submission champion over on Discord. That is what he wants you to do. So here, just to make him happy.
Discord.
There is the Discord link.
Archer's Army welcomes
You can hop on over there
reverse Discord to either promote
and have a look
or
at
have a great time. Join.
Krondo's client in the champion section of YTD
Go on,
Academy.
make me happy.
Go on, make me happy, he says. All right, something else I want to touch base on here, and then we're going to get the show on the go. We can discuss other things while the show gets going. We got a great show tonight. We're starting off with a bang. We got 5 matches just from the Wolfpack alone, so you know that business is going to get taken care of tonight. It is going to be a great show tonight, so hang on to your seats, because we're going to start off with the Wolfpack kicking things off and setting the tone for the evening. But anyways, before we get there, so Cody, no, sorry, this is another ringsidenews.com, and Sunil Joseph. So it says, Cody Rhodes says he didn't leave AEW because of the Elite or CM Punk. So Cody Rhodes, along with the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, were instrumental in the formation of All Elite Wrestling. The American Nightmare even served as an executive vice president of the company, apart from his duties as an in-ring performer. However, Cody Rhodes shocked everyone when he left AEW for WWE earlier this year. I mean, he didn't shock me. That's so everyone is a bold statement. I mean, I knew it was going to happen. I told everybody that was happening way before it actually happened, so there's that. But anyways, since then, there have been rumors regarding why Cody Rhodes left AEW for WWE. The former AEW VP took to Twitter recently to address some of these rumors. During a long tweet, Cody Rhodes made it clear that he didn't leave AEW because of the Young Bucks or Kenny Omega. Cody also mentioned that he didn't leave because of issues with CM Punk. He further stated that he left because he wanted to go for the big one, probably indicating the WWE or Universal title. I didn't leave because of Bucks, Kenny. I'm forever bonded to those men over what we created, and I remain very proud of it. And I didn't leave because of or have issues with Punk. We got along. Not money, not booking, just a personal issue and my wanting to go for the big one. In return, the Young Bucks replied by tweeting a picture of themselves alongside Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes. In the pic, the 4 of them are looking at an empty AEW arena before their first Double or Nothing event could start. Hopefully, this tweet from Cody Rhodes will put an end to these rumors. And that's all there was to that article. I don't see a whole lot, to be fair. I see the NWA revealed new tag team belts, so we'll have a look at that in a few moments. Talk of Steve Austin allegedly paranoid and unapproachable backstage 8 hours ago. Possible spoiler on Uncle Howdy's identity from Bray Wyatt's SmackDown promo. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. WWE stopped William Regal from contacting MJF. Is another one we're going to have a look at in a few minutes. So there's a few more things to look at as far as the dirt sheets go. And then, of course, the Great Glenolas will have lists to discuss for between the ropes. So, before we get back into the dirt sheets, and while we're still waiting for the Great Glenola to join us, well, actually, he did join us, but he is still busy at the moment. Let's get the show on the go. Again, we have 9 matches of pure fire. The Wolfpack are involved in 5 of those matches. It's going to be a crazy night, but it's going to be a great night. I hope you guys are ready. But here we go. Episode number 405. Live. Let's go.
Superstar. Today, Krondos BR is Edge. Superstar. Today, friends with 2LS is Asuka. On this day I see...
And here we go, episode number 405 live, 9 matches, and we've got championship matches pretty much all night long, as champions are going to be immediately tested, and of course again we're going to see some rivalries, raging rivalries, rearing their ugly heads tonight, and we're starting things off tonight with a good old-fashioned grudge match. Now this is a long storied history of, over the past few months, things that have been transpiring and happening, people getting injured, run down, factions being threatened, people being beat up in search of who done it. And of course the great Glenola is going to be joining us in just a few moments so that he can actually touch base on this before we get our first match of the night underway. And of course I'm going to get the betting line open, but our first match of the night is of course Jon Moxley versus Marshall Omega, and this is a new and improved Marshall Omega, repackaged if you will, coming out with a new attitude and a new look too by the looks of it. He is of course now officially part of the Wolfpack. He's been given his first assignment, and we know Marshall Omega, he never takes anything lightly, so Jon Moxley better a pack to lunch, because I think it's going to be a long night for Mr. Moxley. I don't know exactly what it is Moxley did, if he did it. I know there's been rumors, there's been accusations. Moxley apparently the latest in these accusations and rumors, but tonight he is being given a big test against a very, well, seemingly, we saw the vignette. We saw the vignette posted earlier by Team Froggy Moth Legs, in Marshall Omega not just taking things seriously. He does seem very aggravated and angry over what he has been told about what transpired. Of course, the great Glenola can tell us the rest of what's going on. He can tell us exactly why this match is happening, why Omega was hired, why Omega is angry, and what this is all concerning, just to refresh everybody's mind.
Well, I can touch on why Omega was angry at the Wolfpack. Because Omega was pissing everybody off in the backs in the locker room and kept just demanding title match after title match after title match without having gone through any of the process. Well, so the Wolfman decided, you know what? Screw him. He made an offer. I'll give you the title shot, but if you lose, you can never challenge the Wolfpack for a title again. Well, Omega stupidly took that deal and got his ass kicked.
I remember that. He did, too. And that was, you know what, I'll be honest, though, because we all know how good Marshall Omega is. I was shocked that he got beat down like that, I'll be honest.
Well, no, that was for Kenny.
Kenny Omega, right. I thought you were talking about Marshall. I was going to say, but I do remember.
This is why Kenny got pissed, and
But I do remember Marshall Omega having a brushing with the Wolfpack as well.
Oh, yes.
That's why I thought you were talking about, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Or no, San Martino was the one that got pissed. I'm sorry, I'm having a night. My brain's in and out. But, no, San Martino was the one that had the deal. And that's why he was the one driving the truck.
Oh, right,
Omega
yes.
And, but Marshall Omega targeted Poindexter for a little while. And he got sat down, so to speak. But here recently, the Wolfman decided, you know what, we're going to give him a chance, and invited him in to the Wolfpack. Because Marshall Omega is just that damn good.
Oh, I'm going to guess it's not just because the Wolfpack needs more muscle, that's for sure.
No. Marshall Omega is a great addition to the Wolfpack. The Wolfman 100% believes that. Well, here, what is just a few days, about a week or so back, we learned that Moxley was calling for help for a wolf hunt. Well, from everything the Wolfpack has discovered so far, it looks like Moxley is the one that was actually behind the attempt on Wolfman that took out Jennifer Wolf.
Now, so, do we have credible information or, I don't know, video footage, just anything to validate? Because, again, I heard the rumors. There was, people talking, but I didn't know.
I don't have all the details, You know, the Wolfman does not put out a lot.
No, I know he's been very angry for a long time. I know that.
Yeah.
And his little brother. That goes beyond anger.
Yeah. As for the phone call with the wolf about the wolf hunt and the wolves don't know.
Says who needs proof? What the hell? Just beat down everybody till we finally find somebody.
Yeah. But Tables actually heard him say it.
LOL.
So, but there was actually video that has been shown after much searching that there were 2 people in the truck, not just San Martino.
Okay.
And Moxley was in the truck with him.
Moxley was in the truck with San Martino. Now, part of my brain immediately responds to, or with for that matter, how do we know it wasn't San Martino and not Moxley?
Well,
not that it matters at this point. This match is set, but I mean...
that, others have to do, because I don't, like I said, the Wolfman keeps things close to his chest. He likes to handle things in-house.
Want to become someone else,
so to speak.
Arno says, act before thinking. Shoot first and ask questions later.
Oh no, they think about what they're doing. And then they destroy their target.
Premeditated destruction. Lovely.
That's why, they got certain answers already. So
the reason I asked is simply because, what exactly was San Martino's role? If he was driving and he was with Moxley, not that it matters. You guys already beat the shit out of San Martino anyways. Between you guys and his issues with the Coalition and the Bloodline, you guys all whooped that ass, but...
Yeah. My understanding, and again...
Guilty by association.
My understanding is, San Martino was just the patsy. He was being used because he had the,
Oh, France, you're not going to be... you're going to have to look through the independent circuit somewhere. They already whooped that ass and sent him packing.
Oh, Kronos, there is no more suspects. They've, the elimination has already occurred.
Already occurred. Alright, well, before we get into any further discussion, because Glenola can continue explaining exactly what's going on in a moment, but I'm going to get the betting lines open right now for this first match of the night, and again, this is a grudge match. This is a match between the newly hired Marshall Omega from the Wolfpack, who looks fantastic. It looks like he's looked like he's probably gained 5 pounds, 10 pounds of muscle. Look at him. He's looking buff, and he looks angry. John Moxley always looks angry, but I don't know. What do you guys think? John Moxley or Marshall Omega? Marshall Omega, in my opinion, Marshall Omega is one of the best in the world. John Moxley is one of the toughest people in the business. I gotta go with Marshall Omega here. Even, I mean, a lot of people probably are thinking right now, well, I wonder if he's gonna do this alone or is the Wolfpack gonna get involved. I don't think it matters. I really don't think he even needs the Wolfpack here. I believe Marshall Omega is that good, and John Moxley, I mean, well, he's just not that good.
Yeah. Oh, that's Now, is there a chance the Wolfpack gets involved? Well, there's definitely that possibility.
Well, the Wolfpack does do what the Wolfpack wants.
Yeah.
Uncontrollable they are at most times.
But
Froggy, how dare you not open the betting lines yet?
I've already opened them.
No, I know, but they're not open, though. Do you see them open? They are not open. Froggy could have taken care of that for it while we were discussing the events taking place and transpiring and getting everybody hyped for the show. But no, he's making us do all the work tonight. We should ban Froggy Mothlegs tonight, Glenola.
No, I don't think so.
All right. There we go. Betting lines are open. You have 5 minutes to make your bets. Who do you think is winning this grudge match? Is it going to be John Moxley or the Omega? Marshall Omega representing the Wolfpack. We're going to find out. But Glenola, while you continue discussing what's been transpiring and what exactly everything's entailed, I'm just going to run to the facilities real quick and back, and I'll get this first match of the night started right now. It is showtime and go time. Matchup number 1, episode 405 live. Let's go.
Well, the Wolfpack is just systematically followed the trails. The truck traced back to somebody. Wolfpack took them out. Through them, we got to San Martino. And now, Moxley is going to face his destruction.
Into this crowd. They were already alive, Cole. I don't know how this superstar's going to do anything to change that.
Sorry, I'm going to be off mic. I can't.
Hi, Dave. You are following the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence bar none period. Welcome to the World Stent at Life Throne, skipping the rest. Mox has been in a bunch of death matches. I wonder if he'll actually survive this one. Discord. Who agree?
Matches like these, with talent of this caliber, this is why sports entertainment is an art form.
Damn, that's a nice entrance. Discord. 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 Archer's Army welcomes you to join us on the Archerverse Discord to either promote your content or just to chat and have a great time. Join. To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type TAV, WCW or YTD into the chat. If you hit up the Discord, there's an into contract section. You get shit started there.
Are you sure you're going to be alright for this one, Saxton? I'm okay for now. I'll open my eyes when things get ugly. From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash!
Sorry, chest flared up. I am taking a treatment and will be back. The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choice.
I have returned.
The number to win a YTV
Alright. What have I missed so far?
No worries, G.
Marshall Omega.
Welcome back, Arch.
Look at this. John Moxley, the Hangman's Dragon Sleeper. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened to the great Glenola. He has disappeared from the broadcast. Something's going on here. Moxley sees somebody. Oh, had eyes in the back of his head. Good thing Marshall Omega just about got him with a drop kick right to the back. Omega catches the leg. Dragon screw leg whip. Doing a little damage to that knee of John Moxley. Ooh, backbreaker and right into a neck breaker. Marshall Omega with a little ruthless aggression here. So what did I miss? What happened to Glenola? Is he taking a treatment? And that is a fall for Marshall Omega, and this is called twice finished, this matchup. The only way to win is to perform your finisher to win this matchup, and Marshall Omega has already picked up one fall. That tap out does not count. He has to perform his finisher to win this match, and so far 1-0 for Marshall Omega. Look at this, John Moxley out the back door. Moxley going to the outside. Look at this, he's looking for a toy. And he finds himself a baseball bat. Look at it. Omega grabs the bat. Oh, right in the midsection. Baseball bat right in the liver. Moxley ducks under that one. Oh, damn. Took it right to the ribs, though. Didn't get out of the way of that. You know, Moxley, one might want to get out of the way of a baseball bat when it is being swung. Just saying. Moxley with a nice armbar takedown. Locks in a Fujiwara armbar. Omega fighting, though. Moxley, oh, with the baseball bat. This time he cracks Omega, but Omega up quick and retaliating. Moxley climbing back into the ring. Omega still leaning on the barricade. Here he comes, though. He grabs the bat first. He grabbed the bat first, but Omega gets caught right away by Moxley, who had the higher ground. And Moxley looking for another toy. Apparently the bat's not good enough. He finds a shovel. Moxley, of course he found a shovel. Nice flying forearm by Marshall Omega. Omega. Oh, just misses another flying forearm off the top rope. And now Moxley looking to turn the tides, but Marshall Omega has different plans on his agenda. It does not include John Moxley. Matter of fact, he wants to eliminate John Moxley. Oh, big kick. Look at that. Oh, Pele kick. He might be out cold here. Omega does not care. Picks him right back up. Peeled him up, for that matter. He was permanent. Oh, knee right to the top of the skull. Nice escape there. But he got nailed with another Pele kick, though, for his efforts. That was a nice escape by John Moxley. Here comes Omega with a flying forearm, and that is it. That is all. Twice finished is John Moxley. And the winner of the match by a perfect score of 2-0. Representing the Wolfpack from Team The Night Undying, the Omega. Marshall Omega is your winner. All right, I'll get the payout issued for that. And Marshall Omega with a big victory for the Wolfpack in matchup number 1.
Fucking sick paint.
All right, next match of the night, trip to the tag team division. It is the Steiner brothers. Braun Breaker, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, and of course the dog-faced gremlin himself, Rick Steiner. The Steiner brothers versus the Public Enemy, Eddie D. Terror, Demon Razor, and Bishop B. White. And I'll get the betting line open for that as soon as I issue your payout for the last match. All right, here we go. Opening the betting line. Who walks out with bragging rights? Whoops. or bragging righta. There we go. All right, is it going to be the Public Enemy, or is it going to be the Steiner brothers? Five minutes to make your bets.
Public Enemy.
And there we go. Betting lines are open, and it is showtime and go time for matchup number 2, the Steiner brothers versus the Public Enemy. Let's go. All right, so while we're waiting for the great Glenola, we'll have another dive into the dirt sheets here, because we did have another couple of articles I wanted to check out. And, of course, while we're waiting for these two tag teams to make their way to the squared circle, this is WrestlingNews.co by Andrew Ravens, and it's a potential WWE spoiler on the identity of Uncle Howdy. So Bray Wyatt's return is the start of the formation of a new stable, which has led to speculation about who will join him. On Friday's episode of SmackDown, Wyatt closed out the show with a promo in the ring where he was advertised to address his demons. He stated in the promo that this is the most real and best version of himself, but there's a part of him that likes that he's not afraid to do horrible things. A mysterious figure appeared on the big screen to say Wyatt can never hide from him, and he referred to himself as Uncle Howdy. Now, fans have been speculating about the identity of his character, and there is a potential clue as Howdy was wearing a cross earring on his left ear. This just so happens to be the same type of earring Bo Dallas wore on WWE television before his departure. Brian Alvarez previously reported that Dallas is expected back in the company soon, and although not confirmed, it would make sense for Dallas to be in the group that is led by his brother. WWE has considered two names outside the company for the faction, which you can read about here. You can't read about anything there. You'll have to pull up that article, then you'll be able to read it there. But so that's interesting. So they think, or they're saying, and it probably is. And I was looking at a picture of Bo Dallas wearing that cross earring they were referencing. And it would make sense if he was if he was Uncle Howdy. I almost said Howdy Doody. Glenola will get a kick out of that one.
It's Howdy Doody time.
Right?
It's Howdy Doody.
Oh yeah. All right, now I'm trying to find that article about the NWA. Just give me a moment. Oh, here's something interesting I didn't know about, actually, before we get to that. WrestlingNews.co, Michael Schroot says Mick Foley has muscular, neurological, and skeletal damage. And Mick Foley said, I'm paying a steeper price than I thought imaginable. So on the latest Foley is Pod on adfreeshows.com, Mick Foley discussed his WWE return in 2012 after a stint in TNA. Mick was asked if he thought he would ever return to WWE in 2012 after leaving TNA in 2011. He said, I thought I would come back for one or two matches a year. I had suffered from that string of concussions in TNA, and that's what led to the hard feelings that would lead me to saying to Terry Taylor, because they wanted me to take a little less money because I couldn't fulfill the final two matches that were on my contract. I argue that I did about 15 extra matches that weren't on the contract. But anyways, it was what it was. I had a meeting with Terry. I want to say I walked into his office because he was actually on the road. He said, how you guys want me to take a little less? He said, yeah. I said, why don't you take it all? He looked at me and I just said, I lost faith in this company a long time ago. In retrospect, I should have shut my mouth. Walked out to the mailbox every 2 weeks, collected the check, and been grateful to have it, but that's not what I did. I still wish I'd done that. On John Laurinaitis offering him to come back to WWE, he said, we were wondering if you would like to come back. He almost opened up a menu and said, just select items to do whatever I wanted. Do you want to host shows? Do you want to be a producer? I said, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to work that hands-on with Vince. I knew I was going to be an ambassador as well. Mick said he went to get neurological work on his spine when he realized he was 3 inches shorter than he once was. He said, been looking over your MRIs and x-rays, you've got too many issues. You got muscular, neurological, skeletal, and even if we are able to help from a neurological standpoint, there's nothing we can do with these other things. I'm looking at all these things I did during the course of my career, and I mean, I'm paying a steeper price than I thought imaginable. I thought, oh yeah, of course my hips are going to be sore, my knees are going to be hurting, I'm going to be arthritic, but now I'm curved around like this, you know. I know saying tough times are relative. There's other people who say I would trade lives with you. I'm getting up at 6 a.m., I'm working 2 jobs to make ends meet. Nonetheless, this was pretty devastating for me, and so I was going back to WWE in a really tough, dark place. It was a rough time for me, the concussions, seeing the fallout, seeing how much I lost in height. The doctor said, we've got your MRIs back. This is before they even decided not to do the surgery. I said, how is it? He goes, it's bad, MRI. And I went, how bad? And he proceeded to talk like 5 different discs, all things that I knew, or I kind of knew, but it's still, when you actually see the proof, now I find out it's not just the discs, it's the spine itself. On why he returned to WWE, he said there's a whole bunch of things you can do beneath the radar in WWE. That's why it seemed like a better fit. And the truth is, it's home. It's really home. I'm out and about a lot. I rarely get asked about my time in TNA. I'm a WWE guy, and I'm good with that. Foley talking about his doctor telling him to never wrestle again. He said, I met with Dr. Cantu. I came back 2 weeks later. He looks me in the eye, and he says, you should never wrestle again. I looked him in the eye, and I said, I can work an entire match around my left knee, and I'm so proud of that. It's almost like if I can't have here lies Mr. in your house, no one came through bigger when it mattered less on my epitaph, and that I want that I can work an entire match around my left knee because it showed me that, God darn it, I was still one of the boys. Dr. Cantu looked at me and said, Mr. Foley, we met 2 weeks ago. You struck me as a bright young man. It was his words. Young, he said. Since then, I've been reading about you. You have a lot going on for you. He looked me dead in the eye and said, if you want to get another neurologist to clear you, that's your business, but I'm telling you, you should never wrestle again. What that did, it was essentially a matter of throwing in the towel. There was somebody taking the bat out of my hand, and I felt this enormous sense of relief. I really did. Literally a day, maybe 2 after I talked to Dr. Cantu, it's a day or 2 after the first meeting, I got a call from John Laurinaitis. He said, there's an issue with your impact test. So I did go back to the doctor as well, who also told me I should never wrestle again. So I'm thinking, that's it. It's not a knee. I walk around better than I used to because I had my hip replaced and my knee replaced. There's no brain replacements. This is not something I wanted to toy around with. On why he would likely say no to if WWE were to ask him to come back now. I can't remember a written promo. That's one of the reasons why if I do get a call for TV, I'm more than likely to say no. In 2012, the year we are covering, I made a difference. I thought, honestly, I was one of the few returning guys who could make a difference or wanted to make a difference. Because that was my primary goal. If you're going to go back, and if you're going to bring me back, I want to help out with the storylines. I don't want to just get the pop. I don't want to just promote something I have coming up. I want to make a difference Now I'm going to tell them I cannot remember a storyline, and I don't want to just be a hanger on the back for old school day. But as far as long-term memory goes, I think it's as strong as it's ever been. And that's where the article ends. So I guess, Mick's definitely paying a steeper price than probably many of us thought, much less himself. Life says, wait, the list was cleared. It was. Glenola blew it up last night. Cursed that list, he did.
2 nights ago, Distinct Cone asked for my help, so I did it for her.
Yes. So there's a redemption, a channel reward you can redeem should you want to set that list back to 0 once it gets started again. I mean, it was going to be reset at the end of the year anyways. Some of us, like Krondos, was hoping it was going to get to 200 first, but things happened. It was exploded. It was cursed. It is wiped. It has amnesia, if you will. All right. You know one thing I have to do I haven't done yet tonight? I got to see who I am for the evening.
Coffee?
No puppy coffee. None. But I am Jey Uso tonight.
So am I. No, you're Big E. I'm Jey Uso.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So you popped yours up. It was funny because I put that, and then that popped up, so I automatically saw.
Well, we did it basically at the same time.
Yeah. But for some reason, yours popped up before mine. And now it's all...
On my screen, I put in Superstar, you put in Superstar, yours popped up, then mine popped up.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Titan G is also Jey Uso. Looks like Titan G and I are one tonight. That is ghastly. Ooh, big scoop slam on Titan G. And a 5-star frog splash by Life is Great. We got a battle going on in the chat room here, Glenola. It's not just on the screen, it is also in the chat room.
Oh, yeah.
Froggy says, who's feeling Usi? I'm feeling Usi. Apparently, so is Titan G. So far, this has been one hell of a match, I gotta tell you. And no eliminations thus far.
Well, and I'm sorry, everybody. I postponed my treatment a little longer than I should have, and it hit very, very strong, and so I had to get that treatment.
Oh, you made a sudden exit?
Yeah.
I wondered what happened. I figured it out, and then of course everybody explained it. So.
Yeah, this coughing started, and it was literally just, get the albuterol in me now.
Yeah, understandably. But Marshall Omega, 2-0 over John Moxley. And that match again was called Twice Finished. And the only way to win is to perform your finisher on your opponent twice. That's a brand new match set.
Wolfman's going to have to tweak that, because doing his finisher twice on an opponent, that's normal.
Yeah. That's true.
That ain't ending the match, that's just playing around.
Indeed. I'm still looking for that article I found a few minutes ago with the NWA, because I would like to check it out. Here it is. So this is ringsidenews.com and Sunil Joseph again. So it looks like the NWA revealed new U.S. tag team title belts, and that's very cool. I don't know if you guys watch NWA, but I love NWA. I really enjoy watching their product. It's got that old school studio feel to it, just like it always did, and it is really, really good wrestling. You can watch it right on YouTube. But anyways, the NWA is still plugging away as they continue bringing that classic pro wrestling touch to fans. Now they have revamped U.S. Tag Team title belts as well. The October 29th episode of NWA USA included Billy Corgan unveiling the new NWA US Tag Team Championship belts. According to Billy Corgan, the design of the new belt takes inspiration from the championship belt associated with the original Sheik's territory. I thought I recognized it, kind of. It does have a look to it, and I was looking at it going, where have I seen that before? But anyways, however, Wrecking Ball wanted no part of the new belts and declined to accept them. He said that he likes the current belt because it has a picture of the American flag on it along with the name of the fixers. An incensed Billy Corgan then informed Wrecking Ball he should accept the new championship belt if he wanted to keep working there. However, Wrecking Ball has still refused to accept. The Fixers won the reinstated United States Tag Team Championship at NWA 74 in a Tag Team Battle Royal. While Billy Corgan was pleased with the win, he also noted that the title belts were always meant to be temporary. This unfortunately didn't sit well with Legursky. We will stay updated on this news as it, of course, develops. But the U.S. Tag Team title belts are nice looking. Alright, let's see what else is going on. There were other things I wanted to talk about. I just have to find it again. We covered one, of course, with Uncle Howdy. Well, here's something from 4 hours ago. RingsideNews.com. And it was Sunil Joseph again. Matt Cardona says Zack Ryder is dead. Matt Cardona worked with WWE from 2004 until 2020 under the ring name Zack Ryder. During his tenure with WWE, Zack Ryder became one of the most popular superstars in the company. However, people behind the scenes never gave him the push he deserved. Ryder was finally released from his WWE contract in 2020. Then he started appearing on the independent circuits under his real name, Matt Cardona. While numerous WWE superstars returned to the company under the new regime, Matt Cardona wasn't one of those superstars. A fan asked via Twitter whether fans would be interested in Zack Ryder WWE return. Matt Cardona caught wind of this tweet and replied that Zack Ryder is dead. Although he tweeted that Zack Ryder is dead, it doesn't mean he won't ever return to the WWE. It could also mean that he just won't return to WWE as Zack Ryder, given the amount of success he is enjoying as Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona even mentioned that he will pick up the phone if Triple H called him. He will have to wait and see if Matt Cardona decides to step back into the WWE ring again. I actually have enjoyed watching Matt Cardona have success in winning the TNA, the Impact Wrestling Championship. Of course, he's been the NWA champion. So he's been doing a lot outside of the WWE and really has done more for himself as Matt Cardona than Zack Ryder. So I would completely understand if he did not want to return as Zack Ryder. It makes perfect sense. And really, that's, some things should be left in the past. You know what I mean? Some things should be left in the past. And that was a character that he was never able to successfully get over on the level he wanted, so why bring it back? It would be like Cody Rhodes coming back and bringing back Stardust. You know what I mean? So to speak. I'm right, though, yeah?
No, I totally agree with you. Just Stardust.
Yeah, you know what the funny thing is, though? Even though it's something he didn't like, and it was the stupidest shit ever, he actually made it work. And he made it interesting, and that pissed me off because it kept Stardust around far longer, damn it, than it needed to be. But that's just Cody Rhodes, though. Everything he touches is gold, right? So
that's Rhodes.
Any Rhodes.
They will do. You give them the worst thing possible, they can hate the hell out of it. but they're gonna work the hell out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of work the hell out of, the Steiners and the Public Enemy are working the hell out of this match.
Yeah.
Now, unless he's on the other side of the ring, it looks like Braun Breaker has been eliminated. I must have missed something. That or he's still down and out. He could be down and out. Joe Link is lagging in his duties tonight, so we don't know. Krondos says, "Hey, Archer." Yes, Krondos. You attention whore, you. How dare you? £20 of gold. It is 10 pounds of gold, actually. It is 10 pounds of gold. Is the NWA Championship they utilize now. But anyways, can anybody confirm? I'm assuming at this point, because I mean, you'd think he'd be up on the ring apron by now. So it looks like Braun Breaker's been eliminated, which means it is down to all 3 members of the Public Enemy against 2 members of the Steiners, Rick and Scott. And Titan G said yes. Braun Breaker has been eliminated. Okay. All right. Thank you, Titan G. Appreciate you. How dare you, by the way, make us wait that long? Gaslight. Although, for, you know, we probably should be blaming Joe Link.
How many stars you give to the match between Mike Knox and Trevor Murdoch?
How many stars you give to the match between Mike Knox and Trevor Murdoch a few months ago on Power? Wow. I mean, you know what, man? That was actually a pretty good match.
Yes, Dwayne Joe.
That was a pretty good match.
No. It was the first NWA match I saw.
That was the first NWA match you saw? Man, keep watching NWA. I promise they'll impress you. They have a very nice product. They really do. Like I said, it's a nice old school studio feel, just like the old show was. They've got great talent. They put on a good show. They really do. But I don't know. I would probably give it a solid 3 out of 5 stars. Wrestling isn't big. Are you from Brazil, Krondos? Are you from Brazil? I'm guessing so, considering you're saying wrestling isn't big in Brazil. The first ever wrestling match I saw was in 2010. You're from Brazil. Okay, very cool. That's awesome. I mean, it's cool to think that the Archerverse is being watched in Brazil right now. You know? I take pride in that.
Oh yeah. You know, of course, we've always known you're national and
multinational,
continental,
multi-continental.
Because, you got, of course, Cone's over in Europe.
Yep, Cone is from Denmark.
So,
Life is Great says, Joe Lake, I hope things are. I hope things end up okay.
Oh.
Joe Lake says, I am having an emergency at work, so I didn't pay attention. Oh, good God. What's going on at work, buddy?
Yeah, I hope everything's all right.
I hope everything turns out all right.
Yes, I make up words once in a while.
Hopefully it wasn't you that caused the emergency while watching the Archerverse TV when you're supposed to be working. Just a little humor to lighten the moment of the fact that he has an emergency going on. Hopefully it's not a tornado. You better get out of the way, Joe Link. Somebody will drop a house on you.
Hopefully he's not the emergency.
Hopefully he's not the emergency. Well, yeah.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of which
all right. You know, I don't think I changed those numbers. I forget which one it was, Boss Apollo one. Was it the channel reward? Because I can change that real quick. If anybody's played the lotto, you're going to get another chance with both of your tries. I'm going to reset the one number here in a moment. Boss Apollo the other night on Wrestle Wars won the, I believe, channel reward.
Well, it's saying here, Boss Apollo won TAV channel redemption.
Oh, maybe I did change it then.
So
Okay.
I'm guessing he did change. He changed it.
Okay, never mind. I did change it. Well, look at that. I surprised even myself with that, to be fair. All right. Oh, Big Papa Pump about to go for a ride here. Oh, shit. Oh! Double underhook inverted pile driver by Demon Razor. That was ghastly. All right, so let's see what else is going on. From 2 hours ago, RingsideNews.com, WWE confirms plans to carry on with Elektra Lopez. It's by Sinel Joseph again. Sinel Joseph is quite active with RingsideNews.com these days. Elektra Lopez was originally paired with Legado del Fantasma, hence when the group was expected to make the move to the main roster, she was also thought to be moving along with them. However, plans changed, and Zelina Vega, look at the legwork here by Eddie D. Terror. Good God. Man, oh man. Anyways, hence when the group was expected to make the move to the main roster, she was also thought to be moving along with them. However, plans changed, and Zelina Vega showed up along with Legado del Fantasma. That was a explosive suplex by Big Papa Pump. Holy hell. This had fans confused regarding Elektra Lopez's WWE status. However, Elektra Lopez returned to NXT this week. Now, recent filings have said WWE has has also confirmed that they have long-term plans for Elektra Lopez, considering they filed a trademark for her name, La Madrina. And it looks like Eddie D. Terror has been eliminated. It is down to 2 members of each team between the Public Enemy and the Steiner brothers here. Rick and Scott Steiner versus Bishop B. White and Demon Razor. Wow, from a backbreaker right down into a Samoan drop. The dog-faced gremlin, it gets across the ring in time, though. 2 count only. Ooh! Ooh, that was disgusting. I gotta tell you, that is my least favorite thing to watch in the squared circle when somebody, at the end, I don't care what is happening or what voodoo is behind it or any of that jazz. At the end of the day, you're spitting in a mofo's face. It is gross, disgusting, ghastly, and a lot of other things. Anyway.
Well, it's just coming out that end.
Fair. Oh, look, it's got the entire listing for the trademark. It's not tricking me into reading that again. How dare they? So this is just one of the many trademarks WWE has filed in recent weeks. A couple of weeks ago, they filed a trademark for the next NXT Premium Live event called Deadline. I like that. Deadline. Anyway, before that, they filed a trademark for Arso. I meant to say Oro. Mensa's name. I have no idea. Stay tuned for more. Arso. I have no idea. For some reason, I wanted to say Arso. Or maybe I wanted to call him an arsehole. I don't know. Anyway, Oro Mensa. Stay tuned for more trademark-related news in the world of pro wrestling. How do you guys feel about Elektra Lopez being back on NXT? Let us know. Sound off in the chat room. Go, go, go. Get her done. Oh, look at this. Here's something interesting. WrestlingNews.co, Andrew Ravens, WWE has discussed making a big change to Money in the Bank. So, following reports that WWE is done with annual Hell in a Cell Premium Live events, fans have been speculating about other changes WWE can make to the 2023 event schedule. Some fans believe WWE should move Money in the Bank back to being at WrestleMania instead of a standalone event. I 100% support and agree with that. I'm going to say that right off the hop. You know how awesome that... It was so exciting to have that part of WrestleMania. WrestleMania is supposed to be the biggest storied event of the year, and now it is 2 days. So to add a Hell in a Cell match maybe once in a while, and to add a Money in the Bank ladder match every year, that should go back to being every year at WrestleMania, is fantastic. A great addition, re-addition to WrestleMania weekend. But yeah, I agree with that. Speaking exclusively with Give Me Sports, WrestleVotes noted that WWE has talked about bringing Money in the Bank back to WrestleMania. Putting Money in the Bank on WrestleMania one night women's and one night men's is something I've heard. Yeah, that'd be great actually. That's exactly what they should do. Anyways, I know since Hunter has taken over, the idea of one night women and one night men is alive. You know what? I'd be very okay with having... he did it again! That is just... Oh, he punt kicked him right in the fucking head. Did you see that shit? I mean, it might have been disgusting, but that was definitely... I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I guess, what do I know? Anyways, I think that... I would love to see one night being all about the men's division and one night being all about the women's division at WrestleMania. I think that is a fantastic idea. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Sound off in the chat about that. WrestleVotes explained that they don't see that happening because WWE wants to have Money in the Bank as one of the big yearly shows. I don't think they're going to do that. Let's say Money in the Bank was scheduled for Allegiant Stadium. They're hoping to get 50,000 people. If you can do that on the back of Money in the Bank, I don't think you put that show in the garbage and put the match as WrestleMania. This year's Money in the Bank event in July was originally scheduled to be held at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, but due to poor ticket sales, the show was moved to MGM Grand Garden Arena. I don't know. I actually hope that does happen. Little, what do you think about that?
I really don't know. Yeah, I really don't. I have no idea.
No, I mean about Money in the Bank going back to WrestleMania as opposed to being a standalone premium live event.
I don't think that WrestleMania now have the match at another pay-per-view. Yeah.
Well, that's where it originated, was WrestleMania. That's where
I know it did. But
yeah.
I don't know if it's really the best for WrestleMania. You know, at least lately.
The biggest problem I had with the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, stream per-view, no, they'll never call it that. They really should. Premium live event and anything else they want to call it under the sun is the same problem I had with Hell in a Cell. If you're going to have a Money in the Bank themed premium live event, then I believe that majority, I'm not saying all, but majority of the matches at that show should be ladder matches. If you're going to have a Hell in a Cell themed premium live event, then you should have more than just one or two Hell in a Cells. Or if you're going to have one or two Hell in a Cells, then you could have a cage match. You could have some others, you know, I think they could do a better job, but they're doing away with that anyway, so that doesn't even matter. That is gone, and I'm okay with that, because Hell in a Cell is another matchup I'd rather just see occasionally, when appropriate, storyline-wise, to utilize a Hell in a Cell, right, as a special match again. I like that, but, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about the Money in the Bank? The man's night will get double the view, Kronos says. Yo, Punisher, what's going on, man? Thanks for the alert. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to put Money in the Bank, if not WrestleMania. I would just prefer to see it be, again, a special matchup type that they do every year, as opposed to an entire themed premium live event.
Yeah.
But I think, anyways. But anyways, Rick Steiner in some trouble here. Oh! Diving stunner from Bishop B. White. That was ghastly. And that is it. That is all. They finally did it. They put away the Steiner brothers. And the winner of the Tag to Brag Elimination Style Tag Team matchup from Team Boss Apollo, Titan G, and of course Leona King. We have Demon Razor, Bishop B. White, and Eddie D. Terror. The Public Enemy are your victors, and they pick up the big win in that grudge match between the two factions. Froggy Mothlick says, total eclipse of the Steiner. Yeah, they starched them pretty much. I mean, the Public Enemy only lost one member. It happened to be Eddie DeTerre, oddly enough. All right, so I'll issue the payout for that. Give me a memento. How dare you, Glenola, rush me like that? Ladies and gentlemen, he's sending me messages on different platforms, harassing me to make sure I give everybody their money. They don't appreciate the harassment.
Got to make sure that everybody gets their payouts.
All right, there we go. Payout has been issued. Public Enemy were your victors. Anybody that voted on the Public Enemy just got some Archiverse bucks. If not, well, as Glenola would say, sorry about your damn luck. All right, on to the next match of the evening, ladies and germs. Our first championship match of the night, and another matchup involving the Wolfpack, and look who it is. It's the leader of the pack, the great Glenola's own Wolfman Alan Severn, battling the Icon Sting for the WCW Hardcore Championship. All right, guys. Who do you guys got winning this one? Now, this is a Tables Mayhem match. And for those of you that are not, yeah, baby, you got to do it right between the Wolfman and the Icon. For those of you that don't remember what a Table Mayhem match is, it is best 2 out of 3 falls, but you got to put your opponent through a table twice. I mean, if you want the night to be nice, otherwise you're going to get put through that table yourself, and, well,
either way, the Wolfman's going to have a great time.
In the Wolfman's case, that would mean that Sting would retain the championship. But let me get the betting line open for this matchup. Hold on, give me a sec. Waka. I spell well tonight.
Waka, waka,
waka, waka, waka. All right, so who walks out hardcore champion? Or champion? Good God. Is it going to be the hardcore Icon? At the moment, anyways. No pun intended to tables. Sting happens to be the Icon. He's the hardcore champ. It fits. I'm sorry, tables, but it really does. So is it going to be Sting, or is it going to be the Wolfman? 5 minutes to make your bets, as always. And there we go. Betting lines are open. And it is showtime and go time. The Wolfman is ready. Sting is ready. It is showtime, as Sting would say. The host with the most, however, says, it is showtime and go time. Let's go. Alrighty then. Alright, let's see what I've missed, if anything, in the dirt sheets. It's been a pretty good night for dirt sheets so far. Global, you have not even had to pop in a list yet.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so well, here's something from Wrestling Headlines. It's from about 10 hours ago. Joey G. WWE Hall of Famer Booker T spoke highly of NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose on the latest edition of his Hall of Fame podcast. Booker discussed the work Rose has been doing since going back to the yellow and black brand nearly 1 year ago, citing that she has greatly improved her game in that time. And I agree with Booker T, that is very, very true. There was a time where I didn't think Mandy Rose was going to cut it. And she has really put in the work and effort to better her craft. She deserves to be recognized, acknowledged, and had a pat on the back for that, I think, in my opinion. Not everybody has that drive, you know. Especially once you've already been there and you have failed, right? Or are failing. And she picked up her ball, and instead of just going home with it, she put air in that sumbitch and started bouncing it right back down that court. I love it. So Mandy Rose has my respect now. But anyways, calls Mandy Rose a major player in NXT and someone who has stepped up greatly in NXT. Mandy Rose, man, she stepped up, she stepped up. She's a different player, man. When I said she is the best in the business right now, that wasn't just cliche or anything like that. She's come up. Just the look in her face, her work, her mannerisms, her work ethic, everything is literally on point. And you can see her confidence level in the ring. It's like way over the top. It's just awesome to see, man, because I know exactly where Mandy Rose came from. I was there at the beginning, Tough Enough 2016, when she beat herself up trying to win that contest. She didn't win it. But, man, I swear, she did everything possible she could have done to win it. So to see her where she is right now, she's getting her flowers. I say, man, you go, girl. You do it. Yeah, it's awesome. How it was good for Rose to go back to NXT. I think taking that step back for her and going back to NXT, it was the right thing for her to do. You know, it definitely was. Maybe she got the call up too soon. Maybe she didn't just totally feel it properly, and to be able to take that step back almost like a reset, I think it did wonders for her. This group Toxic Attraction definitely giving those two girls the rub as well, so I'm loving it, man. It's definitely a hot act and is definitely hard to follow. And that's the end of that. And again, I agree with what Booker T is saying. Again, I wasn't originally a Mandy Rose supporter. I thought she was lazy. I thought she was botchy. And now, I got to tell you, she is one of the best women in wrestling today. It's crazy. Mandy has a big person. Yeah, Mandy does have a big personality. Sorry about your future accident. Froggy Mothleg says, yeah, one of the most improved superstars I've ever seen for that change, at least. Absolutely. Like I said, I was one of those people that I was not a Mandy Rose supporter. I thought she was lazy. I thought she was botchy. I thought she was going to hurt someone. And what she has done is phenomenal. It's Wolfpack versus Public Enemy. Sorry, what now? I mean, I see Alan Severn and Sting. Is Sting part of the Public Enemy now? Did I miss something? Did that become a thing?
I believe Boss, didn't Boss sign him last?
Well, I mean, I knew there was discussion of it. I just didn't know they actually pulled the trigger and made it official.
Yeah, I think, yeah, he did.
Okay.
He redeemed it, yeah.
Well, all right then. It is officially the Wolfpack versus the Public Enemy right now then. So it looks like the Public Enemy themselves have more than one match. I didn't know they made that official yet. All right. Good to know. Thank you, Titan G. Good to have somebody on the inside.
announcers are always the last to know.
All right, let's see here. Here's something from 2 hours ago. RingsideNews.com.
The Public Enemy site.
Andre Porter. WWE is selling Brothers of Destruction replica tag team titles. That's cool. So The Undertaker and Kane were great rivals but better tag team partners as part of the Brothers of Destruction in WWE. They were even multi-time tag team champions at one point. Now the company is celebrating the two with their own replica tag team champions. That's supposed to say championships. WWE is selling Signature Series replica WWE Tag Team Championship belt designed for the Demons of Death Valley. I like that. Demons of Death Valley. Why didn't they ever use that before? The Demons of Death Valley. I like it. Anyways, the design. You know what? They could have a new tag team inspired and or maybe even governed by Kane and Undertaker, and they could be called the Demons of Death Valley.
Actually, that sounds good.
Right? They could have just spawned something there, and they don't even know yet, or maybe they do. Who knows? So the design is based on the WWE Tag Team Championship belt that was used from 1985 until 2002, and by the way, should have continued to be used. The belt features a split design. One half of the design represents Kane, and the other half represents The Undertaker. The Undertaker and Kane are nearly unstoppable forces on their own, but they have biblical devastation in their wake when they join forces as the Brothers of Destruction. Commemorate over 2 decades of the Phenom and the Big Red Monster decimating the WWE landscapes with Signature Series replica title belts. Kane, Hellfire, and the Undertaker's Dead Man imagery meet in the middle of the World Tag Team Championship, making it perfect, dark, and disturbing addition to any discerning fans' WWE collection. I mean, I didn't have to read that part of the article, but I just felt it was a must, didn't you? I felt it was a must. I had to do that. Anyways, I'm looking at this belt, and it's available for just $499.99. But I gotta tell you, it is sexy. I quite like it. And I want it. I will not pay $500 for it, though, however. But it is available for $499.99 on WWEshop.com. It has to be a great collector's item for any hardcore wrestling fan. You may check out some photos below if you just go to the website and check it out yourself.
Superstars switch up. Want to become someone else for the day? Type superstar and become a different superstar each day.
I don't know if I like the way they designed the strap, but I really like the fact that they brought the plate back. What I will do is I'll share this article to the Archiverse Discord if somebody wants to drop the Discord link.
In the Archer universe, there are in a farm.
And I'll just put it in no holds barred.
Archer's Army welcomes you to join us on the Archerverse Discord to either promote your content or just to chat and have a great time.
And you can view those title belts yourself. And or if you decide you want to buy one and mail it to me, I would be very appreciative and grateful. Soul Embers, don't you dare. Just in case you're lurking, you money-spending little fiend, you. That was a joke. Nobody is to buy that belt and mail it to me. Just putting that out there. Do not do. And Complete Geek TV, that includes you if you're lurking. You've of course already done enough for the Archiverse. Complete Geek TV, of course, the streamer team from YouTube and Twitch that gifted us all, the Archiverse community, with WWE 2K22. Because he wanted to see the Archiverse have the best tools possible to continue to grow and evolve into the beast that we are. Eternally grateful for that, by the way. We all are, I'm sure. I know I am.
Oh, yeah. And it definitely has grown.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think back, sometimes,
Well, I think that basically... Oh, wait, there was one other thing I wanted to cover in the dirt sheets. I know you all bunch of fiends want to hear Glenola probably drive my mind crazy with a Taco Boy list, and how dare all of you, by the way, for thinking that. How dare all of you. And Glenola, it's not funny, don't even. Don't even.
Damn it, Archer.
Alright, so this is from... No, really, don't. How dare you. I can hear your thought patterns right now, and it's driving me up the wall. So Ringside News... It's not funny. RingsideNews.com. Subajit Mukherjee. Steve Austin allegedly paranoid and unapproachable backstage in WWE. So WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin is regarded as one of the best pro wrestlers to have ever competed inside the squared circle. However, he wasn't always as successful as Austin made his WWE debut as the ringmaster. Steve Austin ushered in the Attitude Era and became the face of the company. Austin feuded with the likes of The Rock, Triple H, and... Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Tables Mayhem match and still WCW Hardcore Champion, representing the Public Enemy, the Icon Sting, is still your champion. Wow. And I'll get back to that article in just a moment. I got to issue the payout for that matchup, so just give me a moment.
Team Krondos BR European Champion, Greek God Papid and Team GL.
Alright, there we go. Payout has been issued. And the Icon Sting proudly holding up that WCW Hardcore Championship. Congratulations to Sting.
Wassup Frog.
I mean, I bet you the Wolfman had a good time, though. I mean, even if it was him going through the table, I feel like he'd still enjoy that. As crazy as that sounds.
It was a good fight. That is what he's there for. That is the fight.
It was a good fight, and I mean, is a loss to Sting really going to tarnish your career at all? No. That just adds to the prestige of your own body of work. You were in the ring with Sting. Right? You don't look at it as, hey, I just lost that matchup to Sting. You look at it as, hey, I was in the ring with Sting. Right? So, there's that. All right, next match of the night. I'll get the betting line open. And this is for the Women's Pure Wrestling Championship. And for those that haven't already seen the newly designed Pure Wrestling Championship, you're going to get to see that here shortly, up and close and personal. But look at these Vixen villains. We got Ashley Blackheart from Team Soul Embers taking on Alexa Bliss from Team Joe Link, also representing the Outlaws. Putting her title on the line against Ashley Blackheart. And this is going to be one hell of a matchup. And it is a Falls Count Anywhere match. At least to my knowledge. Things change from time to time. We all know how it works around here. People show up that are not supposed to be on the broadcast. People win matches that are not actually in matches. People show up with their clothes on. Matches happen that aren't scheduled. I mean, you know how it works. Expect the unexpected. But at this point, it is supposed to be a Falls Count Anywhere match. Hopefully we at least get a no DQ. No count-out match. That would be nice. Anyways. So who walks out with the gold? Is it going to be
Blackheart?
You're going Blackheart?
Yeah, I'm going to go Blackheart.
All right, so Ashley Blackheart is Glenola's decision, or perhaps it's going to be Team Joe Link's Alexa Bliss.
411. The number to win a YTD championship match is 1.
And you're going to have 5 minutes to make your bets. And there you go. Betting lines are open. So bet away, you gambling fiends. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time for the Women's Pure Wrestling Championship to be put on the line. Alexa Bliss putting up her title against one of the best in the world, Ashley Blackheart from Team Soul Embers. Let's go! Alright, just back to that list. Article, rather. So while speaking with WrestleShoot, interview former WWE superstar Val Venus claimed that Steve Austin was paranoid and unapproachable backstage in WWE. He said, "I would try to go Austin every once in a while because, let's face it, that guy had a connection with the fans that was unbelievable, and so I tried to pick his brain a few times, but Austin always seemed standoffish to me, very defensive, so I never really got a whole lot out of Austin. A little bit paranoid, I think, and I think that made it a little bit but uncomfortable for me to approach him on a regular basis." Steve Austin was last seen on WrestleMania 38, where he defeated Kevin Owens in a surprisingly solid no-holds-barred match. We'll have to wait and see when Austin will return to WWE television. You know, speaking of that, I'm sure you guys all remember that match. What did you guys think of that match? What did you guys think of Austin and Owens? Did you guys think it was solid?
I've been looking forward to this match for a long time.
I think that was solid.
I didn't see it, so.
I'm going to, you know what? Glenola, you know what you and I are going to do? We're going to watch that match on Discord because I believe you will enjoy it.
It won't be tonight, because I got church in the morning, but.
You pencil-necked geek, if I say we're doing that tonight, we're going to get her done in record time.
You can watch it tonight. I'm just, once I leave the broadcast, I'm going to bed.
To throw in the pencil-necked geek thing.
Oh, I know.
It was only fitting. There is the brand new, or newly designed anyways, Women's Pure Wrestling Championship. Old meets new, much like what we've been doing with the rest of our championships in the Archerverse, YTD, and WCW Glenola. We've taken vintage look, mixed it with a modern look of today. Beautiful championship. And it has golden diamonds all the way around the outside of it. You can see those puppies sparkling around the waist of Alexa Bliss.
Now, Archer, I don't think you're supposed to talk about her puppy smiling or sparkling.
I mean, you know.
You know.
That was a nice close-up look. It's a beautiful looking title, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
All right, here we go. Ashley Blackheart, Alexa Bliss. Pure Wrestling Championship on the line. Frog Athletic says the Austin KO fight was pretty solid, considering KO carried the feud on his shoulders for like months. I don't even have nostalgia glasses for Stone Cold, and I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, not to mention he hadn't been in a ring in how long? And he still went in there and looked ring ready. It was, mind you, he's a veteran. You know, he was in the business when you didn't wrestle, 104 times a year. You probably wrestled, quadruple that in a year.
Curlidi.
Curlidi in the house. What's going on, Lady Lobster?
So quality. Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain.
And there we go, another shout out for Curlidi. Anybody not already following Curlidi, please do so. Curlidi is a very, very good friend of the Archerverse, very good friend of Glenola and my own. A beautiful human being, and is a good, well, I almost said good, that would have been just kind of downgrading that whole thing. With a great variety streamer, a better human being, however. So make sure you click that follow button, and that way when Lady Lobster goes live, you can jump on over and steal her parasol. And Glenola further stirring the pot.
No, I ain't stealing.
You are stirring the pot.
Nope. I will not steal Curly's parasol.
That is not what I'm talking about, and you know it, damn it. Soon I'm going to be Elijah's manager. We could do that. We could just turn... I mean, if Adrian Adorable wants to just be purely managerial, we can certainly make that happen. I mean, she can join Bobby the Brain Heenan and manage the coalition. They can manage the coalition together. Whoop, whoop. All right. All right, Glenola, I'm ready. What do you got tonight? Please don't tell me it's a Taco Boy list.
I wasn't going to do a Taco Boy list until you requested Taco Boy.
Ghastly, I didn't know. No. No. Don't. I did not ask for a Taco Boy list.
Now, granted, these Taco Boy lists are slightly out of date, but top 10 worst SmackDown wrestlers. The list I was going to do.
The top 10 worst SmackDown wrestlers, and it's a Taco Boy list.
Yeah. The one I was going to do was 10 best times wrestlers appeared in horror movies.
We could do that next. Save that one. Yeah. Because this one's probably going to hurt.
Oh. I think so.
Was not at all positive sounding. I just got to tell you that ahead of time.
Number 1 on the list, starting off. And remember, this is off of top10s.com. Which people vote on these, so not only did he create Taco Boy create the list, but people have actually voted to place these things. Number 1 is Jack Swagger. Like I said, this is out of date.
Well, I mean, if you aren't a big fan of wrestling, like amateur wrestling, you're not going to really be all that interested in Jack Swagger, because let's be honest, he was not exactly the most charismatic fella, right? He didn't do any. He didn't have any huge feuds that made you invest in him. He was just a presence, and he was a very good wrestler. Don't get me wrong. Jack Swagger was an excellent wrestler, and he was good. He had some great MMA fights too, as a matter of fact. But as far as a great character or presence on a show, so sadly, Taco Boy list or not, I've actually got to agree with that one.
Okay. Well, now you will redeem it. Because number 2, the Phenom, The Undertaker.
What? Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Give me. Oh no! Hold on. Whoa. Give me a moment. I'm checking the VOD here because I'm pretty sure you just said that number 2 on this list of worst SmackDown wrestlers ever was The Undertaker. So I'm just rewinding here because I gotta hear it again for myself.
The Undertaker.
Wow. That. I mean, you never go full retard. I mean, it is hard to come back from full retard. You know?
I know.
Wow. The Undertaker.
Number 3 on the list, Rey Mysterio.
I can see how this is going. We're gonna name like people that are off of a top 20 best wrestlers in the world list, and we're gonna add them to the worst SmackDown wrestlers in history list instead. I like it. It's starting to get amusing now. Rey Mysterio.
Number 4 is Edge.
This is fucking great. I mean, is there... Please, wait, so tell me there's descriptions here. We can go back and read a couple just to...
But
None.
there is
He's just
there's some comments that people have left. Like on Jack Swagger, he's the worst wrestler. He is the worst wrestlers in the SmackDown. Is actually legitimately one of the comments somebody posted.
to him.
Let's see, with Taker, let's see what we got. Whoops, no.
How could anybody say that about Taker? How dare
the
they?
only comment on Taker is the best. Somebody hasn't commented that, but, you know.
I mean, I should hope so.
Mysterio, worse than any wrestlers.
And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match, and still the women's pure wrestling champion, representing Team Joe Link. And the Outlaws, Alexa Bliss, is still your champion. Kurt said, remember when Daniel Puder put Kurt Angle in an illegal lockhold? I do remember that.
Well, it wasn't technically an illegal lock.
No, technically.
It was,
no.
You know, he just legitimately tapped out Kurt Angle, pissed everybody off.
Yes.
But like I said, number 4 was Edge. No comments under him. Number 5 is Jericho. No comments on that one.
Jericho? Like as in Chris Jericho? Like as in the Ayatollah of Rock and Roll, Chris Jericho, as in the Painmaker, Chris Jericho, as in Y2J, Chris the Lion Tamer, you know, Le Champion, Chris Jericho, one of the greatest minds in the business ever, one of the best wrestlers in the business ever. Yeah, I can totally understand why he'd be on the list of worst SmackDown superstars ever. That's...
And yeah, Curly, he could have legitimately broken Angle in that hold.
It makes my brain bleed.
Well, number 6 is Kane. And somebody did leave a comment on Kane. He don't know how to wrestle.
Kane was never there to wrestle. He was there to destroy and demolish. Now, he could wrestle. I'm sorry, but Glenn Jacobs could wrestle. He wasn't the worst wrestler. Was he the best wrestler? No. But he wasn't a bad wrestler. He wasn't terrible, especially for a big guy. So I'm not going to knock him there. I can see why maybe he might not be everybody's cup of tea, but to put him on a list of worst SmackDown wrestlers, I just don't. He doesn't belong anywhere near that.
Now, Taco Boy list or not, number 7, I think is in the wrong spot, but I definitely agree with inclusion. BM Punk is number 7 on the list.
BM Punk. I still love how that just comes out so naturally for you. Tell us about your passion for Punk, would you?
Oh, he's a piece of shit. He's a whiny little bitch. Needs flushed.
So as you can tell, Glenola is a huge fan of CM Punk.
All right, number 8 was Luke Gallows.
And by the way, congratulations to Team Joe Link and the Outlaws. Big win for Alexa Bliss. And next match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, it is Alice Blade taking on Erica Ann Smith, and this is for the WCW Women's United States Championship. I'll get the betting line open here in just one moment. And this is actually an iron to gold matchup, so while you're doing your betting, make sure you take that into consideration, because the longer a match goes, people fatigue, there's damage retention, which one's a better technical wrestler. There's a lot of things to consider. It is iron to gold. They're going to have 10 minutes to tear each other apart and try to get a pinfall submission or a knockout. But let me go ahead and open the betting line. Give me a moment.
Well, Joe Link, I'm glad that they were able to get her back, get the resident back, and they, you know.
That is fantastic news, Joe Link. Thank you for the update. All right, Alexa Bliss was the victor over Ashley Blackheart. Great match, though. Great match.
I'm gonna go Erica Ann Smith. I'm actually gonna go with Team Christian Hart or Christian Cool. And if you tell Cool I did that, well, I'll deny it.
Everybody in the chat at this moment is now messaging Christian Cool with that very information. All right, so who walks out U.S. champ? Is it going to be Alice Blade, one half of the New Millennia, one of the baddest tag teams in the women's division today, or Erica Ann Smith, part of the Hart Foundation, little sister to the Iceman Christian Hart, and the reigning defending WCW Women's United States Champion. You're going to have 5 minutes to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. And it is showtime and go time for the Women's United States Championship. Let's go.
All right, like I said, number 8 was Luke Gallows on this list.
Well, see, I don't think he's a bad wrestler either, but again, much like Kane, I can understand how Gallows may or may not be your cup of tea. But
oh yeah,
as a part of a tag team, he's one of the best tag team partners that I've seen in a long. Like,
oh yeah,
they are great. The Good Brothers are a great tag team.
But now number 9, I don't know. I'm not sure I've ever even heard of this guy. The Rock? Have you ever heard of that?
The Rock is on there? Wow. That is fucking just insane. Fucking insane. I mean, we should have this guy's name. You know what? This guy needs to be... We need to restart the list of archers tonight. I wasn't going to start it tonight. I was going to leave it for a whole evening to let everybody have their fun. And of course, it would make DC happy when she shows up to find out there is no list of archer. But I think this guy needs to be put on the list of archer.
Oh, we did. Why don't we hold
We'll
off
discuss
and put
it.
him on the list? Yeah, But and then number 10 is another one. I'm just not sure anybody even knows who this guy is.
As you can see, she is one half of the YTD Academy Tag Team Champions in the women's division. The New Millennia just dethroned the Outlaws earlier today. It was a fantastic tag team matchup. At least if you're the New Millennia. Little joke there for Joe Link. I'm sure he'll not appreciate that at all. But if you haven't seen the match, you'll go watch it and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It was strange. The Outlaws held those titles for a hot minute, and the New Millennia walked in and starched them today.
But I don't know if are you familiar with some guy named Ric Flair?
May or may not have heard of Ric Flair, yeah, a time or two.
Because that's number 10 on the list.
Oh, so he caps off the list of worst SmackDown wrestlers ever. That is awesome.
And
the Nature Boy, 16-time world champion, much less other championships
yeah.
he's won. Woo!
And then of course they go into some contenders, and this one only goes out to 18. But you got Hulk Hogan, Matt Stryker, Cody Rhodes, MVP, which MVP's trash. One of those
you and I have already discussed this. I was never a big
times.
MVP. Yeah, I've never been a big MVP fan either.
And of course, it's a Taco Boy list, so John Cena makes an appearance. Daniel Bryan.
Let's face it, a few years back, we would have all cheered Cena being put on this list. You know?
Actually, I wasn't a big fan during, at the beginning of Cena. But overall, I've never been one to hate Cena.
See, I liked the Dr. Thugonomics gimmick, and I've always appreciated and respected what he's done, that's for sure.
And
like what he did for the company.
How, he started doing it when he come out in the ring, and of course you had the two sides of the audience. Let's go, Cena sucks. And he's
right?
Just pointing them out, just, come on, let's go.
And very few superstars are able to gain that kind of energy and that kind of response from the crowd, so that says something itself. I got to tell you, though,
He worked it so well.
He did. I have to visit the facilities again real quick. I will be right back. Hopefully, the next list is not a Taco Boy list. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is an iron to gold matchup, so the next 10 minutes, they have to gain as many and garner as many pinfalls, submissions, or knockouts as they can to take home the WCW Women's United States Championship.
Yeah.
Alice Blade versus Eric Ann Smith.
But so then we have Daniel Bryan, Matt Hardy, and Jinder Mahal. Rounds out the contenders. I was not going to do Taco Boy list, but Archer had to say something, so I had to do it. So, now this, for Archer to get back before I start the next one.
Corey, we both know that Falls Count Anywhere matches can be absolutely unpredictable. But if you had to wager, what do you think will be the deciding factor here? I would say emotion, Cole. The competitor's anger can be their own worst enemy. You need to know when to go for the pinfall and end things. Don't try to get an extra attack in that could backfire when you've got the win in hand.
But it's been a while since I read a Taco Boy list anyway, so, well, might as well.
I love having the camera displayed for trans matches. I just wish the crew in the truck could be bothered to give us a running steer.
I agree with you on that, Froggy. You know, it'd be nice to have that, you know, easy reference.
Who knows what that kick out cost? The champ might be confused. I don't know if there's more frustration or desperation in the ring, knowing that you tried to end.
There might have been a pinfall there if the ref had actually started the count.
Textbook scoop slam. To injury a third time? No way! Stomping away.
I do hope everyone's having a great night.
Hoping to end it here.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
She can be set for a submission here. She needs to hang on. If she tapped, almost a miraculous escape and a side slam.
Superstars switching. Want to become someone else for the day? Type superstar and become a different superstar each day you visit.
Can she do it here?
No way are they probably saying less is more frog hammock legs.
Instinct at this point. She flips it back on her.
Returned.
Welcome back, Archer.
All right, what'd I miss?
A lot of back and forth. Just, yeah.
No, I didn't miss the list. I was there for the end of the list, yeah.
Yeah, I just round off the last three, which was Daniel Bryan, Matt Hardy, and Jinder Mahal were the last three of the contenders.
And they were all worst SmackDown wrestlers in history, folks.
Yeah.
Crap, that was a crazy list. I gotta be honest. I don't even know what to make of that list.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've read a Taco Boy list. So.
Oh God, that was mind damaging.
Now this next list is from WhatCulture.com. Written by Ashley Millman, April 4th, 2019. That's the 10 best times wrestlers appeared in horror movies.
Nice.
I figured fitting list, you know, for this time of year. I originally gotten it as one to use for Halloween Havoc if needed. But number 10 on the list. I'm not sure I totally consider it a horror movie. I think it's more of a comedy. Gremlins 2, Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
You know, but and that was. I mean, I do love his scene. You know, I love the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I own the first 2 Gremlin movies.
I do. I'm sure. At least I know I own the first one. I'm just not sure if I own number 2 or not.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just and the fact that he's dressed in his, you know, yellow and red and rips his shirt. And, you know, there's the whole
Yeah.
9 yards.
Yeah.
You know, it was great.
Every Hulkamaniac's dream during that movie.
Yeah.
Joe Link says, yeah, they probably saying less is more, Froggy.
All right, number 9. I actually love this movie. I own it digitally. Santa's Sleigh, Bill Goldberg.
That actually was not a bad movie.
You
You have it digitally? We should watch that on Discord.
Oh, we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe we'll set it up so we have a Discord night and we'll watch that movie.
yeah. But, you know, for those of you that aren't aware, Bill Goldberg played Santa Claus.
There's a fall for Alice Blade. Does anybody have the score? I mean, I was at the facilities for a couple of minutes, so what is the score of this?
You know, Froggy and I Froggy mentioned it'd be nice if they gave a running score.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't. Oh, there's a fall for Erica Ann Smith by submission. I mean, I don't know what the score is for me right now. It's 1-1, but I don't know if there were other falls while I was gone.
Yeah.
So it could be 1-1 right now.
But in this movie, Santa is the son of the devil.
The son of the devil,
And
nice.
he was forced to be nice for 1,000 years, and the 1,000 years are up.
Another fall for Erica Ann Smith by pinfall this time. So it could be 2-1.
At one point, he kills somebody by pulling the star off of a tree and using it like a throwing star. You know, he sets Fran Drescher on fire.
No, it really,
Stabs. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say it really was a good one.
Yeah. You know, and he even hit his signature. He hit the spear on a guy through a deli case.
Yeah. That was as cool as seeing Hulkster tear off his shirt in Gremlins.
Oh, it was. Actually, I think it was a little cooler just because he goes, you know, it literally goes through the case.
It's another fall for Alice Blade by pinfall. Well, again, it could be 2-2 right now.
You know, when you think of the precision to go through that,
Yeah.
you know, that's not a wide opening, really.
Another submission attempt by Alice Blade here with 60 seconds remaining on the clock.
And I'm not sure if he's on the list or not, but Sean Waltman, a.k.a. X-Pac, also makes an appearance in the movie.
Yeah, that's right, he does, yep.
So,
And there's another pinfall for Alice Blade. It could be 3-2 right now.
no. Number 8, I mean, is, you know, there was no way this was not going to appear on the list. See No Evil with Kane.
What? That was an awesome movie. I like both of them, actually.
Yeah.
I thought both movies were good. I actually thought they should have done a third. Final movie to end the story type of thing, but
So I'll admit I've seen part of it. I'd never have seen the whole thing.
wow, I think Erica Ann Smith was just about to tie things up, but she did not do it in time. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Iron to Gold matchup, one of the YTD Academy sensations, Alice Blade, your new WCW Women's United States Champion.
to win a YTV
All right,
championship
so
matches. 1.
number 7 is many horror movies with El Santo.
El Santo.
Santo starting a series of Mexican horror films titled Santo Versus, with everything from The Evil Brain to The Witch's Attack listed as titles for his takedowns. Only 4 of his movies have been dubbed in English: Santo versus the Vampire Women, Santo versus the Zombies, Santo in the Wax Museum, and Santo versus Dr. Death. Yeah, it's cheating a bit to have a whole filmography as the best time El Santo appeared in a movie, but they're also wonderfully weird and distinctly dedicated to his brand that it is impossible to choose.
All right, Glenola, you might be particularly interested in this next match of the evening. Representing the Wolfpack from Team Tiliana Pierce, the new and improved Tia Stevens, taking on the 3 Faces of Fear, Angel Terror from Team Leo the King. And she's one of the most feared women on the roster and is a multiple-time champion. Currently the reigning WCW Women's World Champion, putting her title on the line against the Wolfpack's own Tia Stevens. And look at this, Alan Severn making his presence known again, coming out with Tia Stevens in her corner. Who do you guys got winning this match? Who walks out Women's World Champion? Tia Stevens or Angel Terror?
Tia Stevens.
You got Tia Stevens? I knew you would.
Yep.
I mean, she is Wolfpack.
Well, not just that, but Tia's hungry.
Tia is. She proved so just recently. In that rematch after being starched by Ashley Shang. I mean, she didn't starch Ashley Shang, but she beat her up and beat her. That said, they are now 1-1 in their campaign. When you think about it from a different standpoint, they are 1-1. All right, well, the betting lines are open. You got 5 minutes. Actually, you have less than 5 minutes. You have 4.5 minutes to make your bets. It is showtime and go time for the WCW Women's World Championship. Let's go.
Now, this next one, I'm not totally sure if I consider a horror movie. You know, sci-fi, yes. I don't know if horror. That's kind of walking the line. Roddy Piper, They Live.
I don't know if I saw that or not, actually.
Oh, that's the movie that gave us one of the greatest lines in movie history. I have come here to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All out of bubblegum.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that now. Okay.
You know, it's just...
Remember the line, but I didn't remember the name of the movie, that's for sure.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm just not sure if I consider it horror. You know,
thriller, maybe.
It's
sort
John
of.
Carpenter's, and they say it's an X-ray sci-fi horror, is what they're saying.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. You know, it's... And they have a great fight in there between him and, oh man, I can't think of the actor's name now. Let me look this up. But the fight is in a parking lot. Oh, Keith David. Keith David and Roddy Piper fight in a, in a parking lot. And, I mean, Piper breaks out backdrops and,
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. You know, I think one of my favorite, wrestling movies, I still think, is Thunder in Paradise. I thought that was such a good movie for a B-rated movie. The boat was amazing.
I may or may not have all 3 of those movies on my computer.
Did they do a third?
I think so.
Wow. Okay.
I
didn't know that. I will have to watch that, but
I'll have to double check. Oh wait, easy way would have been that way, but
the boat was fantastic, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Love the boat. The 3 Faces of Fear, Angel Terror, set to defend her title against
Is it here?
Tia Stevens. One of the most decorated women on the roster.
Oh, wait, no. Okay. It's on an external drive.
Oh, it's on an external drive?
You know, where I have those. So let me look it up real quick. But yeah, Thunder in Paradise with Hulk Hogan.
The immortal Hollywood Hulk Hogan. You guys still have 1 minute left to make your bets.
There was a TV show, too.
Was there?
Yeah, that's what's coming up. This first-run syndicated TV series originally premiered as a direct-to-video feature film in September '93, then ran for one season from March 25th to November 27th, '94.
Interesting.
Now let me see, because I know there's at least... Yeah. On September 26, 2006, Lionsgate released a DVD 3-disc collection that included Thunder in Paradise, Thunder in Paradise 2, sealed with a Kismet, and Thunder in Paradise 3, Deadly Lessons.
Brian, welcome into episode number 405 here at the Archerverse. Appreciate you stopping in. It's an episode of WCW Starrcade. It's, of course, one of our Fallout shows from this past Sunday's Halloween Havoc. It was our second annual Halloween Havoc stream preview. It's been a fantastic week in general of epic matches on a grand level. Appreciate you being here. 2K22 is cross-platform, yes. And I'm going to guess that Brian is going to have questions for the Archerverse next, so if anybody wants to drop that information before he has to ask.
Together we will grow strong and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors. Skipping the rest.
So, number 5, LA
Don't forget
Slasher.
the Discord link.
Yeah.
And the YouTube link. Brian needs the deets. And then if you already haven't, Brian, don't forget to smash that follow button. That when we go live, you can watch our show in its entirety, because you'll get that notification letting you know that the late night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV and YouTube TV, and the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period, is live. Back to you, Glenola.
All right. Number 5 on the list, LA Slasher, Dave Bautista.
You know what's funny is I just recently watched that.
Really? I never
Just
even heard
recently.
of it.
No, well, neither did I. That's what made me watch it. I had to check it out.
But I'm gonna have to, yeah. Danny
Yeah.
Trejo.
Yep. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen, but you know, it was all right. I mean, how many horror movies are horrible? Some of them, even that are revered by horror fans alike, but are still crappy. You know what I mean? Like, look at Leprechaun.
But they're so bad. With horror, a lot of times it's so bad it's good.
Exactly. Brian says, is it okay to ask questions? Of course it's okay to ask questions. Now, we have a question for you, Brian. Did you smash that follow button yet?
Now, again, number 4, the only horror I think of when I think of it is that it was made.
Brian says, yes, sir. So Brian is officially a part of the Fam Jam.
But number 4 is Doom, The Rock.
Life is Great is all over the explanation, so we can continue our combo, Glenola.
All right. Oh, yeah. So, but to me, the only horror with Doom is the fact that it exists. You know.
Yeah.
But, so I don't know. That one, I can't, I have trouble counting that one.
Yeah. I mean, There's a lot I don't like to count. or there's always those ones where you watch it and by the time you're done, you're thinking, I am never going to get that time back.
Now, number 3, a lot of people don't even realize that he's in it. Rey Mysterio, Freddy versus Jason.
Brian wants to know, is it an open community? Like, do you guys compete for belts? Brian, this is the Archerverse TV, my friend. This is an interactive wrestling promotion, or EFED. We have 91 streamers that have wrestlers that compete for championships, form tag teams and alliances and factions. They enter tournaments. They walk on the grandest stages of them all and look for glorification.
And welcome Jay Python.
Jay Python invading the compound with 5 villains. Welcome in, villains. How was your stream? How was your evening? And most importantly, thanks for stopping in. Welcome to episode number 405 here at the Archerverse. It is WCW Starrcade. It is one of our Fallout shows from this past weekend's Halloween Havoc. It was our 2nd annual Halloween Havoc, to be exact. It was one hell of a thrill ride. And we've had a great week of matches so far. Champions being tested, rivalries rearing their ugly heads, fuel being added to the fire. A lot of things going on, but what's going on in your world? What's new and exciting? What's crack-a-lackin'? How is everybody doing? And can we get some shout-outs for everybody, please? We got some invaders. Make sure they get shouted out. Jay Python, hello. How are you? Welcome in, my friend. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that follow button. If we are friends, we want you to come back, Jay Python, and therefore you got to smash that follow button. That way when we go live, you know exactly when, where, and what time, and you can join us in its entirety.
We have a lot of streamer teams who are active participants in the show. If you join us in the Discord, you may be able to entertain.
But yeah, Rey Mysterio actually portrays Freddy Krueger during a fight sequence in Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like Freddy vs. Jason? I was like on the fence with it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
okay.
moments of it. Yeah, that's what
But
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I really haven't loved a Nightmare on Elm Street since Dream Warriors.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I liked A New Nightmare.
And then, as for Friday the 13th, after Jason Takes Manhattan, it didn't grab me after that.
Wow, you're giving it some goods there, because for me, I only liked up until Friday the 13th, Part 3. That's it. Wow. And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match, and still WCW Women's World Champion from Team Leo the King. The 3 Faces of Fear, Angel Terror, is still your Women's Champion. And I'll issue the payout for that. Just give me a moment.
Oh, it's awesome, bro. I wish you all the luck in the career.
Everybody, wow, nobody, there was 0% voting on Angel Terror. Oh, boy.
That's good. That means nobody, we didn't. I think you get the money back in that case, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think so, because at least one person has to make a bet on the other team. I mean, there was people betting, but it was all on Tia Stevens.
Oh, maybe not, because I didn't get mine back yet.
Did you not? Well, maybe not. You vote, I guess. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You lose. If you snooze, you lose. All right, so congratulations to Team Leo the King and, of course, Angel Terror. Big win over Tia Stevens, who came back with all kinds of hype, even won her first match back in formidable fashion. Next match of the evening, it is the returning Rage Brothers. If you guys were paying attention to YTD Academy, you saw them make their resurgence back onto the roster, and they already took out a team in fantastic fashion. I don't know if you watched that match, Global. Did you see the return of Robert and
Not
Ryan
yet.
Rage?
Not yet.
It was a
Hey,
fantastic
Brian,
matchup.
Just in case you're a little confused, now this is using 2K20 WWE 2K22. None of us are actual in-ring competitors or anything like that. I want to make sure you're not confused by that.
Yes, nobody plays here. This is an E-Fed or a.
Okay.
He knew
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
What was the okay? Because I'm not on the screen right now. I'm setting up the betting line, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I just wanted to be sure, man. I got wondering there for a second. And I didn't want any confusion. But no. If you go onto the Discord, there's a spot that says ink a contract. Give the details of what you're looking for, and it may take a little time depending on how busy Archer is, but he gets it done. He does a great job with them.
On YouTube, URL. Discord. Archer's Army.
Yeah, we really do appreciate the hard work he puts into these wrestlers.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a wrestler of your own that you've already got under your managerial that you can have into a contract, we can always arrange to locate some talent for you. But this is completely simulated. And we utilize the game to simply create content and, of course, produce the show itself. And we, of course, do color commentary, play-by-play. We have we go over what we call the dirt sheets, which is simply going through the world of pro wrestling and some of the news and rumors that have been going on for the day. And a lot of other things happen. So we are part E-Fed and part podcast. First and foremost, what we are is the late-night place to be, the most must-see show on Twitch TV and the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. And you have come to the right place for entertainment, for fun, and to meet a great community, because a great community is exactly what we have. They are all fucking awesome. You're going to enjoy having conversations with each and every member of our community. So welcome in. It is always great to have new great people added to our fam jam. Thank you for coming along. All right, so is it going to be the Rage Brothers, the New Age Outlaws, or is it going to be the Wolfpack picking up the victory here tonight? One of them are walking out the WCW World Tag Team Champions. Will it be the reigning defending champions walking home with the gold, or will the returning Rage Brothers, the Scorpion and the Eagle, fly away with those titles? You got 5 minutes to make your bets. You've got Team TV Crips taking on Team Glenola and Team Cornhusk Show. And look at, there's Alan Severn again. Man, he's really making his presence known tonight, isn't he? At a match of his own, he comes out with Tia Stevens. He's out here with the Wolfpack. I mean, well, he is Wolfpack, but I mean particularly the champions, War the Machine and Carino Sinister Farmer.
2 of the Horsemen.
2 of the Horsemen. All right, here we go. Betting lines are open, and that means it is showtime and go time for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Let's go.
Alrighty. Now, number 2 on the list is from the 2007 remake of Halloween, Tyler Mane.
Tyler Mane.
Yeah, they used him to play Michael Myers.
Was that who played Michael Myers?
In the 2007 remake, yeah.
Interesting. I actually didn't realize that. I don't know. You know, the funny thing is I've actually seen it, but I still didn't realize that. I don't know why.
Introducing the challengers.
Did you like Halloween?
I'll be honest with you, I never really enjoyed Halloween.
No. Have you seen the new Halloween?
No, I have not.
No, okay.
Actually, I haven't watched any of the Halloweens in full because I couldn't get into the first one at all.
No, yeah.
For whatever reason, it bored me.
Didn't click with you?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then number 1 on this list is another one I don't count as horror. Sci-fi action. Jesse Ventura in Predator.
Predator. No, I don't consider Predator horror either. Sci-fi thriller, maybe. You know, I don't think that is a.
I always thought sci-fi action.
Life is Great says, oh, Michael Myers is my favorite psychopath, though.
I have nothing against the character. I think it's a great character, great concept. It just never grabbed me.
Yeah, Life, thanks for explaining the YouTube situation. So over on YouTube, we have what is considered our development territory. It is called YTD Academy. We have dark matches throughout the week, and then every Saturday this week it is Sunday due to circumstances. So tomorrow night, live on YouTube at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go live with YTD Academy, and that is, of course, where we develop storylines, feud and angle ideas. We have up-and-coming superstars that have just inked contracts that start their careers there and make their way over to the main roster, either here on WCW Starrcade or Wednesday nights for the Archivers Wrestle Wars. And not just up-and-comers, we have veterans alike. Some people have maybe been on losing streaks, and they're looking for a resurgence. They're looking to revamp their careers and make a comeback. So they do so over YTD Academy. Great battles over at YTD Academy, great matches, and of course it all trickles down to the main roster. So tag team titles on the line, Glenola. What do you think? I know you're going with the Wolfpack, but are you surprised to see the Rage Brothers return?
I am. I am surprised to see them, but at the same time, I'm happy to see them. I mean,
yeah,
they were so much fun in the ring.
They were 4-time World Tag Team Champions. One time. Now that was in the past, of course.
Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah, it might have been very beginning of 2.0 as well, not to mention. Oh, shit! Did you see that? Man just did a jumping pile driver from the ring apron to the unforgiving floor. That was crazy. And then he took out Severn. Took out the Wolfman. Wolfman's not even in this match. He is not going to be happy about that.
No, he won't be.
The Eagle going for a quick pinfall there, but War of the Machine having none of that. Kicks out with authority there.
What's going to piss him off the most is he can't do anything about it.
Robert Rage looking good in there, using his speed. Oh, look at this! Oh! A spiral bomb. 2 count only, though. War of the Machine kicks out again. The Eagle really doing all he can here to try and end this early.
Well, that's
there we go again.
Extremely intelligent.
Oh!
You know, because
1 count. Is he getting stronger? Did he pop a can of spinach and we didn't see it? What happened there?
But you give War of the Machine time.
Maybe too much time.
He's hold of you, and it's gonna, he's gonna start getting going, and you cannot let him breathe.
Look at this! Look at this! He's going back after Severn. What is going on with Robert Rage and Alan Severn? Now I know they have clashed in the past. I realize that, but
yeah, but he's being. This is where he's getting a little stupid because
he should be keeping his eyes focused on the matter at hand, not turning his back on Farmer and War of the Machine to have his feud with Severn. I agree with you there.
Not to mention, you don't lose the title on a disqualification.
No, that is true. Farmer flew out of nowhere, took the referee out, en route to breaking up that pin.
Good.
Oh, I just noticed Ryan Rage is in the ring now. When did that happen? Those sneaky bastards. Isn't it? Oh, no, that's the Eagle. Okay, never mind. I thought they switched in. I was going to say, when did that happen?
I
was watching the whole time. I didn't see it, but...
Been so long that...
Well, their uniforms are different. You just have to be paying really close attention to tell. They like to play mind games like that. They always did. And I see they're wearing masks again. For a while, they took the masks off. Brought some masks back. Paying tribute to masked wrestlers from the past.
Yeah, I'm giving them this. I mean, they are being, at least the Eagle is being extremely aggressive.
He is. Oh, that is vicious. Look at the shots to the liver by War of the Machine. Clearly stunned Robert Rage. Oh, look at this. Rage. He should have flapped his wings on that one because he went crashing to the floor.
I'm just still surprised Severn hasn't snapped yet. You know.
Look at that. War of the Machine says, you're going right back in the ring, buddy. Life's Great says Severn is showing serious restraint. I know, right? Any other time he would have already got involved. Tonight he's just kind of laying back. Well, I mean, he did get upset at War of the Machine for involving himself in his match. Perhaps he's just trying to. He's trying to lead by example here. No matter what's happening, he's going to try and stay out of this matchup.
Well,
and now the Scorpion is in the ring.
They did have a little discussion.
Who did?
Wolfman and War.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa! A vicious power slam. Just about put the Scorpion. Holy shit! Farmer flying across, takes out Robert Rage. And look at this, War of the Machine not done. Peels Ryan Rage off the canvas, and a beautiful gut wrench suplex. And that was a deadlift too. And look at this, some ground and pound by the big bad Machine.
But damages were kept under $5,000. So.
Whoa! Jesus Christ! He manhandled him. Did you see that? He threw him with one hand. The strength of War of the Machine.
Yeah. Like I said, he spent too much time. He
played with his food too long. Mind you, that is Ryan Rage in there right now. That was Robert Rage that did that, but yeah, I know what you mean, though. What is he doing? Oh! Fuck! War of the Machine. Relentlessly vicious right now. Look at that. Oh! Slammed him right on the side of the ring. Back into the squared circle we go. The Scorpion looking for that tag. Back in comes Robert Rage. The Eagle gonna fly.
But here's where we see the difference between the Wolfman and War. Wolfman wants a good fight. War wants to hurt somebody.
I'd say he just did, and he is taking both these guys in at the same time here. Look at this. Racked him. Oh, nice reversal by Robert Rage. And oh, no, Robert Rage is in the ring. That was Ryan Rage. Those sneaky oh, what a spear by War of the Machine. And in comes Carino Sinister Farmer from Team Cornhusk Show. Brian says, got to say this. I am assuming that's supposed to say arena, but it says area.
Yeah. Oh. It is fire. I agree with you on that.
Well, we make everything ourselves. All the content is our own. We have our own universe, literally, quite literally. That is why we are called the Archiverse. We don't even have a Vince McMahon. We do not talk about WWE. We have WCW. We have the Archiverse. We have a Vinny K, Vinny with a Y, K-A-Y. He's a billionaire black man that is a control freak, an egomaniac, and vicious if you get on his bad side. Right now he's in a crazy long-standing rivalry with the Wolfpack. We're not really sure how that started, but it has been a crazy road over the past several weeks. The Wolfpack literally trying to gain control of WCW Starrcade. They've even gone as far as putting their own advertisement on the barricade. As you can see, right beside Starrcade says Wolfpack. Wow, look at that. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winners of the match and still WCW World Tag Team Champions from Team Glenola and Team Cornhusk Show, War the Machine and Carino Sinister Farmer, the Wolfpack, are still your champions.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of
All right, I'll issue the payout for that.
The number to win a YTV championship match is 1.
The New Age Outlaws looked great in there, though, tonight. I got to give my hats off to the New Age Outlaws, the returning Rage Brothers. They are 1-1 in their return. They come back and had a huge victory earlier today, actually, in the YTD Academy. But they jumped right to the Wolfpack. And, man, it was a great match. They put up a great fight, but I don't know. I agree with Glenola. They played with their food too long, and the food turned around and bit them right in the ass. So still, the WCW World Tag Team Champions, War of the Machine, and Carino Sinister Farmer, the Wolfpack. And there we go. The payout has been issued, and I'll get the betting lines ready for the next match of the night.
Alrighty.
And incidentally, the next match of the night for the WCW TNT Championship. It is a fatal four-way elimination matchup. We got Tenacious B, the Greek God Papadon, Ted Cobb, who happens to be the reigning defending YTD Academy European Wrestling Champion over at the YTD Academy, and the reigning defending WCW TNT Champion, representing the Weapons of Mass Destruction from Team Dogface and Team Soul Embers, Austin Furious is in the house.
Salty Dog, glad you enjoy the content.
All right, so who is walking out the TNT champion? I mean, you can immediately see the Greek God, Papadon. You can see the two new sensations from YTD Academy, Ted Cobb and, of course, Tenacious B. And, of course, Austin Furious, the returning Austin Furious, has been absolutely on fire since re-inking a contract with the Archerverse. Has been sensational. He's, of course, a representative of the Team Dogface and, again, the Weapons of Mass Destruction.
Yeah, I'm going with the Greek God. I mean, yeah, you got experience. You got talent.
Wait a minute, sorry. I'm mistaken. Ted Cobb is the submission wrestling champion. My mistake. Greek God Papadon is actually the European wrestling champion. My mistake. I apologize.
Okay. But, you know, with the Greek God, you have the experience. I mean, the 20-year veteran. You have, power. You have technique. You have just that all-around perfection.
I mean, he's a very seasoned technical wrestler. That is for damn sure. All right. So there we go. Betting lines are ready. I'm just about to open them, so you're going to have 5 minutes to make your bets as always. But who is walking out TNT champion? Tenacious B? Is it going to be GGP? How about Ted Cobb? Or maybe the reigning defending champion, Austin Furious? And there we go. Betting lines are open. And again, this is a fatal four-way elimination matchup for the TNT Championship, and it is the co-main event of the evening. So without further ado, let's get these boys rocking and rolling. It is time for the co-main event of the evening, WCW TNT Championship on the line. A fatal four-way elimination matchup, Tenacious B, the Greek God Papadon, Ted Cobb, and Austin Furious. Let's go. Showtime and go time. And Glenola, you said you're going with GGP. I too am going to go with GGP. I'm going with the Greek God Papadon, the reigning defending YTD Academy European Wrestling Champion, as you can see, and is making his way to the ring right now. Wait, Glenola, tell us all again. Some may or may not know. There's people here. How is it that you happen to personally know the Greek God Papadon?
Yeah, we've never met face to face. I've talked to him on somewhat on Facebook a little, but he is married to my cousin. Yeah, so yeah, I've introduced to him my aunt.
How dare you downplay that?
My aunt had told me about that they were married, and I had actually just watched The Wrestler when she told me that, like the night before. So I had to go back and rewatch it, but but I follow him on Facebook and on YouTube. Definitely, I'll tell you, in all honesty, if you want to see some great wrestling, check out the Greek God Papa Don over on YouTube. He posts a lot of matches.
And to be fair, he just had a really good match with AEW even. I mean, it wasn't a match that he was victorious in, but 2 nights in a row, AEW Dark. I'm not a fan of AEW Dark, but it was really cool to see Papa Don on there, though.
And introducing the challenger from Sandy, Utah, weighing in at 186 pounds. Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up, and a huge opportunity for.
Aside from Papa Don, who would you say your favorite independent wrestler is?
Oh, I'll be honest, I don't follow enough independent, but there was one he faced that I really did enjoy. Let me look up his YouTube, see if I can find it. But he was. I was watching the match. I was just like, oh, I love this guy.
From the past, that when you more closely that you remember from the independent.
Yeah. Well, so for the independents, I never really followed that close. I'll be honest. I was in WWE, WWF, WCW. But there's been a couple that.
Anybody else for that matter, if you want to answer that question, if you have a favorite independent wrestler, let us know. Sound off in the chat, guys.
Yeah.
This is a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You're right, Michael, and judging from the response on social media heading into this match, you're likely to see a
I hadn't even gone through all of his GDP's Facebook or YouTube. I was just scrolling through here, and I just discovered 2 matches that, I'm definitely going to have to check out. Greek God Papa Don versus Tommy Dreamer.
Ooh.
Greek God Papa Don versus Gangrel.
Yeah, I'd like to watch both of those. We should watch those on Discord as well.
Here's one is Samoa Joe. So, I mean, this guy, Papa Don has faced some big names.
Well, I mean, that's not even scratching the surface over the 20 years.
Yeah.
He's wrestled a lot of big names, Life's Great says that's neat.
Oh, where was this at? Oh,
Salty Dog said, great context, guys. Thanks, and subbed. And, by the way, was he talking about YouTube?
I wasn't sure, because I didn't see any notifications popped up about subs.
Yeah, so he must be talking about on YouTube, because we are also, of course, on YouTube. That's where YTD Academy is. We have over 300 episodes of the Archerverse on there, and of course we have dark matches throughout the week when we're not doing live shows. So,
yeah.
Corey, what do you think of the champ's chances here tonight? I love them. I'm not like everybody else, Cole. It seems like
I think
right the champ's demise, but not me.
one of my favorites from the independents in recent years was Eli Drake, who is now, of course, LA Knight, or Max Dupree for a while. Thank God they dropped that. But he was one of my more favorite independent guys in the last little while. I think he's got the look, and he's got. I mean, if they push him properly, I think he makes a good world champion because he's also got a good mouth on him.
Well.
411. The number to win a YTD championship match is 1.
Life is Great says, I've gotten back into wrestling since I started following you, but I don't believe I really follow any independent wrestlers.
Well, that was the thing. You know, I was never really exposed to the independents. You know.
I mean, all you have to do is watch an episode of AEW Dark or even AEW in general to watch a bunch of really good independent wrestlers. They're just not being guided or directed well over there, but they do have a lot of talent.
But yeah, the one I was thinking of, I'm pretty sure was dang it, now I gotta find it again to get his name. Aiden Ball. It's with NYWC. And I don't know, I kind of liked with the match. I thought it was really good, you know. Just he seemed to have a really good presence.
I'm gonna go with this match, just out of curiosity.
9 months.
Months ago.
9 months ago. But yeah, on the AEW Dark, he faced Lance Archer and he faced Brian Cage.
Wow.
For GGP. But
interesting.
that's who Papa Don faced on Dark was Cage or Lance Archer and Brian Cage. But they were good matches.
There's somebody else I've always been a fan of. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like him. A lot of people have opinions that he's not that good in the ring or whatever, but I have always been a Lance Archer fan. Really have been.
Yeah. Well, I really don't know enough with him, you know. But yeah, you never know. It's
I think Lance Archer is one of those guys that's just another victim of Vince McMahon's circumstance.
yeah.
I mean, he was a big guy, and you thought for sure Vince would push him just because of that alone, and then, I don't know.
Yeah. Of course, I will say another one that wrestled a lot on the indie, even while he was wrestling other ways, was
Somebody ban
Dr.
Life
Death.
is Great, please.
But yeah, Dr. Death was always a great wrestler, no matter where he was at.
Dr. Death Steve Williams?
Yes. He did a lot of on the indie circuit as well.
I mean, you know what you did, Life. Don't sit there and pretend you don't know what happened there. Miss, I'll have to watch more AEW. How dare you? Ghastly.
Yeah, we all need more appreciate Elijah wrestling.
Sounds like we had an elimination. Who was it? I did not see. I was paying attention to the dashboard for once.
Shoot, I can't think of his name now.
Well, there's Tenacious B, the champion. Papa Don is there.
Yeah, it was the guy in the colorful shorts.
The guy in the colorful shorts. Nice. Thank you for that. I'm happy to have you as part of the broadcast team. The the play-by-play and the commentary to make sure we know who's in the match up at hand. Glenola wants everybody to know that there is a man in the squared circle tonight wearing colorful shorts.
Well, he's not there anymore.
Well, it looks like we've had 2 eliminations.
Oh, then maybe, looks like maybe, oh man, I can't tell.
Tenacious B locking a submission in on the champion here.
We haven't had 2 eliminations yet.
Or no, sorry. It's
go.
a fatal 4-way, not a fatal 5.
Yeah.
My bad. But still. But now I forget, because of all the conversations we've been having, I forget who that fourth man was. That's the funny part.
The guy in the colorful shorts.
The guy in the colorful shorts. Of course it is.
Come on.
Ted Cobb.
That was it.
It was Ted Cobb, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's right, Froggy. Hashtag that. The guy in the colorful shorts, ladies and gentlemen, has been eliminated. We are down to 3. We just want to make sure you know that. Everybody knows who the guy in the colorful shorts is, yeah?
Again, I think that's a pretty good definition.
Don't, how dare you, of course. Life is Great says again, I think that's a pretty good definition. You would. Dare you, Glenola? Travell invading the compound. What's going on, Travell? Thanks for popping in. Welcome to episode number 405, WCW Starrcade. This is actually the co-main event of the evening. It's for the TNT Championship. The WCW TNT Championship, of course. We have no championships floating around from lesser successful promotions. But this is a fatal 4-way elimination. So far, you've missed the elimination of the YTD Academy Submission Wrestling Champion, Ted Cobb. He is out of the match. And it is down to Tenacious P, Greek God Papa Don, and of course the reigning defending WCW TNT Champion, Austin Furious. But welcome in. What's going on? What's new and exciting? What's crack-a-lackin'?
And I have to step away. I'll be right back.
We'll see you when you get back, or at least, you know, we'll hear you when you get back. Life is Great says, one of 3 guys with no shorts. That would be another definition, yes. I mean, you're just trying to upstage Glenola now with the guy in the colored shorts. How dare you try to steal the spotlight like that? Greek God Papa Don and Furious going at it here. I gotta tell you, the Greek God Papa Don has looked fantastic since inking a contract. Has yet to lose a matchup. And is the reigning defending YTD Academy European Wrestling Champion in there looking to become a double champion tonight. This is the guy in the colorful shorts. Guy in the colorful shorts. Shirts versus skins, Joe Link. Don't you entertain that villainy. Joe Link, how dare you. Hashtag bring back jorts. No. No, we do not need to see jorts. Need to see camouflorts either. Remember, you heard that word coined here first. Camouflorts.
I literally can't handle the phrase camouflorts.
You deal with it, sir. Camouflorts. And you've missed the U. Good God, at least learn to spell. Deadrex says, what's this about colorful things? Well, Deadrek, Froggy Mothlegs likes to design apparatuses for ladies to utilize when they're in the comfort of their own home and happen to be alone for the evening. And they come in many different colors, shapes, sizes, and they start at the low cost of $39.95. And everybody was just deciding whether or not he should be charging sales tax on that or not. But, you know, basically you're all caught up, though, Dedrick. It is all about dildos.
Hey, Dedrick.
Dedrick says, oh my. To be fair, you asked. Did my duty as the host with the most on the most must-see show on Twitch TV, and I you know, revealed the answer, delivered the details, the info, the 411.
Yeah, as always.
Nola, tell us, how many wet t-shirt contests have you entered in life?
Entered?
Pardon?
Entered?
Well, yeah, entered.
None.
I mean, no. Did you win one you did not enter? Are you like War the Machine?
No, but I've judged a few.
Okay. Do tell. Do not leave us hanging. How dare you? Let's go.
Well, technically I say I judged a few. It was... It involved the garden hose and people walking down the street, but... And Austin Furious picks up the
I was
win.
just going to say, that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the fatal four-way elimination matchup, and still WCW TNT champion representing Team Dogface and the Weapons of Mass Destruction, Austin Furious, is still your champion. And I'll get the payout issued for that. Just give me a moment. Got to make sure I do that before, you know, Glenola and Life and Joe Link start hounding me like, you know, bums on the street begging for change. And 100% of the votes went to Austin Furious, but there's not much coming out of this one. All right, there we go. Austin Furious is your victor, and there's the payout. As teeny tiny as it was, nobody really voted on that one. All right, let's get the betting lines back open. This is the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, that we're moving into here. And then, of course, we'll see each other tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube for YTD Academy. But let's get to the main event of the evening. It is Karrion Kross taking on the man from Team Dedrick, the man called Drek. And he's coming into the ring with his cronies from the Weapons of Mass Destruction. Look at this. We got Big Bubba Bruno, Mitchell Vaughn, and Austin Furious, who just won his match and retained his championship, is coming back out to the squared circle with Dedrick. All right, so let me get the betting lines open. It's the main event of the evening. Who do you guys think is walking out as the WCW World Champion?
Drek.
You say Drek retains? All right, so it's going to be either Karrion Kross or Drek. 5 minutes, as always, to make your bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. Gamble away.
Will he retain? It's how many effing sky highs will it take to keep Kross down?
How many effing sky highs to keep Kross down? I'm just having a look at the dashboard here. Let's see. YTD Academy Dark Match. Frank Miller versus Ted Cobb. And YTD Academy Challenge Up. Ted Cobb is going to be challenging for the European Championship. So France with 2 L's challenging
Drex is all in.
Ted Cobb, and Ted Cobb wants to take out Greek God Papadon. Interesting. I mean, we've got some interesting things forming here, and some great match opportunities, not to mention. All right, so betting lines are. You still have. Oh shit!
Has opened. The riders are complete.
Go guy with
The fourth seal is open. The riders are complete. It sounds like a real drunken night at a brothel. I don't know what's going on, but that was weird and creepy all at the same time. I hate when that happens. Go guy with the colorful shorts. Life is great, says. All right. Well, here we go. Main event of the evening. WCW World Championship on the line. Karrion Kross versus Drek. Let's go.
Sorry about that. War grabbed the mic from me.
Apparently. Something about scrolls and ladies and dildos. I don't know what's going on, but it sounded like a party at somebody's house. I don't know.
Well, I don't know, you know. It's...
He knows how to have a good time.
At least I think he does. Who knows with that? You know,
You do have to have those proper emotions, and it is debatable whether or not he actually possesses those. So there's that, right?
Yeah, you know.
All right, guys, who do you guys got in this one? Do you have the man in the uncolorful shorts? Or are you going to be siding with the man that has color in his attire? Options are grand. And when we open betting lines from now on, we're not even going to use names anymore. We're just going to detail them and have people guess who they're betting for based on what we describe.
There we go. The man in the colorful shorts.
That'd be a real bastard if it was like Randy Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior. Which man in the colorful shorts?
Oh man.
The guy in the colorful
The crazy man. Yeah, the crazy man in the with all the colors.
Indeed.
You know.
Honestly, that'd be a blast. Laughing.
Just gonna grab myself a quick beverage while the champion makes his way to the ring. I don't want to miss the match. I'll be right back. And look at this. It's not even the champion making his way out first. His leader, the leader of the pack, the other pack, the Doghouse pack. We have the Wolf pack, we got the Doghouse pack. There's a lot of packs with a lot of rabid wolves. It is insane. But look at this, look at the gold. Look at that. It's like looking at the Wolf pack. Isn't that crazy? The YTD Academy Grand Prix champion, the WCW World Champion, and the Archerverse World Champion. Wow. All right, I got to grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
The champ has never looked more focused, laser focused on the task at hand.
But let's not forget Doggo was not happy when Dreck won the title belt. Will that be a factor
That
tonight?
you got a good point there, Dead Drag. You know,
Number 4 chance to win
From-
championship
Dog-
choices. 411.
Yeah.
The number to win
that was
the
kind of
championship
strange how he seemed to be pretty pissed
matches.
that Drek won the belt.
With this championship title in play, you can expect this match to be something special.
This right here is a championship that gained a lot of prestige in short order, guys.
Yeah, I mean, once a title match is called by yours truly, you know it finally matters in our industry.
Well, you're certainly not Mr. Modest today, are you, Corey? Just stomping every single part of his body. Now trampling the opposition. Up the turnbuckles. What's he gonna do? From the top. Elbow drop.
Able to get out of the way.
Setting it up. Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Kenny Cross taking it to Drek right now.
Got him set up in the corner of the ring.
Oh, there we go. That's what I expected to see.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Look at this heel hook. This is how you
Karrion Kross attacking that ankle of Dedrick, I see.
Yeah.
Free falls match is one that will certainly test the competitors involved in terms of their endurance.
Did the match just start?
Which is why it's always key to pick up the
It's gone a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
the tone.
But no, Dedrick did make a good point though. You know, Doggo was not happy when Drek won the title. Is that gonna, you gotta wonder if that's gonna play a role tonight.
That's very true. Well, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. It's an interesting thought. It does make you wonder what's going to happen.
Well, I think there could definitely be a rift.
I don't understand.
Definitely be a rift there.
Why would the team not be happy a teammate won?
It very well could be. But then again, who knows?
Life is Great says, I don't understand why would the leader of the team not be happy a teammate won.
That's what we were asking.
Yeah, that's what we're debating, whether or not that's going to be a problem. I mean, some people, leaders might be okay with that. Others might see it as a threat to their position in the faction. I don't know.
Taste the rainbow. Boom.
Weapons of mass destruction outside the ring, partying, celebrating already, and Karrion Kross is still alive and well in this matchup. Could they be celebrating too early? Oh, he missed the target there. Karrion Kross literally staggered out of the way. That was crazy. Dedrick says, taste the rainbow. Boom. Right now, Drek is tasting elbows and knees now. Kross viciously tosses him to the turnbuckle. Look at this. Here it comes. Big running clothesline. Bounces the champion right off the turnbuckle. By the way, who did you vote for in this one? Did you go with Drek?
Well, I'm supporting Drek, but I didn't place an actual bet.
Didn't place a bet? How dare you not participate in the betting lines?
Well, tonight I've called 2 matches successfully.
Fair.
I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna.
Well, there is just over 13,000 Archerverse bucks on the line. 37 voted for Jarian Cross. He's, of course, a new superstar related to Karrion Cross. Kind of looks just like him, too. It's weird. 63% voted for Drek. That is what we're dealing with right now. Oh, look at that. Cross kicked out. Nice takedown there by Karrion Cross. I mean, it's a great match, but Karrion Cross doing a very good job when it comes to neutralizing Drek. And I mean, because Drek is a good high flyer, he's powerful, he's also a technician, but Cross just keeps wearing him down. And just when you think Drek's making a comeback, Cross kind of jumps on it. Cross is on focus tonight, on point. Looking good in there against the champion, but the champion is still fighting. He is still in it to win it. And look at that, he gets out. Karrion Cross forced to release the hold. Can't hold on any longer. Drek having a real problem with timing tonight, it seems. Oh, big kick to the inside of the thigh. Far too close to the no-no square, by the way. I do not like that. I do not like such things. The guy with the belt for pants? The guy with the belt for pants. How dare you? How dare you send Christian Hart after my no-no square? Wow.
That cooling around.
It is just like that. It is 1-0 for the champion. Man, oh man. Cross pulling at all the stops, but could not keep the champion down, and now the champion. Wow, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and still the WCW World Champion, representing the Weapons of Mass Destruction from Team Dedrick, the man called Drek, is still your world champion. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all for episode number 405 here at the Archerverse. It was a great show, another great Fallout show from the absolutely sensational Halloween Havoc show. Again, if you guys haven't seen Halloween Havoc, you're going to want to check that out. It was absolutely phenomenal. You can find it on YouTube. You can also find the VOD right here on Twitch. And I'm attempting to initiate a raid here. I don't know why it's not working.
Plus I lost count. Can I get a recount?
I don't know. I don't know. That was a...
Let me see here.
How many sky highs did it take?
Let's try it again.
I was at like 5 LOL.
There we go. Invasion initiated. Make sure you jump in on the invasion if you're not already in here. But, again, it was a great night. Episode number 405 is over and out. It is now time to invade. But we will see each other tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for YTD Academy. It's going to be another great show. It'll be Fallout for the YTD Academy. You never know what's going to happen, but we'll see you then. Thanks a bunch. You guys are fucking awesome. Stay awesome. Appreciate you all. You do not have to go home, but you cannot stay. Please get the fuck out. Goodbye.
The new jackpot
Have a great
number
night.
for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 411, the number to win a YTV championship.